All right, let's see. Is everything working? Let me refresh. It should be going. Come on. There we go. Now I see the stream is live. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pop Twitch on here. And if you watch the stream later, I am definitely not laughing, Alejandro. But I am saying good evening. We're about to start the Cthulhu game, and I'm going to join the group right now. I have them muted at the moment. I hope you enjoy. All right, guys. We are starting. Hey. Good evening. It's Uwu time.
Ooh.
All right, so I guess the first thing we should do is, I guess you guys probably remember about what happened, but let's do some luck rolls.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I was about to
remind,
I think we're all on the same page
Not
on this
get
luck
anything.
roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think,
I actually failed
you
it.
failed. Very nice.
Oh, that's a bad omen, bro. Like,
Are we supposed to
you're
fail?
doomed now.
Yeah, you need to fail. Yeah.
Hey, I failed!
Somebody roll it for me because my fantasy grounds is absolutely fucking borked.
I'll roll for you. No, you
Oh,
know what? I don't want to
you
waste
can't-
my
you
good
can't
luck
roll.
beyond you because,
let
like,
me do, can I roll this? Let's see.
Can I spend
I'm
luck?
afraid if I roll for you, Dre,
Ezekiel
you'll
failed.
suck my luck down the drain.
Can I spend luck to fail?
No.
No, unfortunately, on any luck roll, you can't spend luck. To
Absolutely
fail or
not,
pass
you
a luck
heathen.
roll.
I gotta do a D10.
Oh my
because
god,
I
Alejandro got one.
I need to re-roll my D10 because I rolled a 1.
Hell yeah! I got
Oh,
8.
that's sweet.
Still running
That's
up
the
eights.
most luck I've ever gotten back.
Hold on.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
that's
That's
I
the most luck
can't.
I ever got, too. A whole 4.
I can't add. 51 plus 8 is 58, according to me.
Best luck
yeah,
number ever, and now I'm never spending luck.
That sounds about right.
We got
Yeah.
69.
Very nice.
All right. Yeah, let me see. I don't see. I know Ezekiel's in. Are you still able to do anything, Ezekiel, or no?
No,
I'm
waiting
for you.
either. I'm waiting for either fantasy grounds to just
Completely die, or
completely die or come back.
All I know is that I'm looking at Omar's profile picture, and he looks sleepy just in that picture. So
he does. I think he's getting low in his chair as we speak.
yeah, you know, we need to like you
I don't
need
know
to
what
start
you're talking
smoking
about.
those caffeinated cigars.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either. He looks freaky to me.
Uh-huh.
I have
Like,
a
I wouldn't
baby
want to be
face.
in a room.
Look
with a
at my
normal
character
person.
description. I have a
Wow.
baby face.
A
Why would
baby.
you?
Baby face, he says.
Baby
That's
Yeah,
not
face.
it's
correct.
on it's on my
Now,
traits on
where-
my character sheet.
Where exactly do you keep this baby's face? Is it in your bag or like in your satchel?
It's on his
Yeah.
backside.
If I'm walking around at night and I run into him and I don't know him, I'll be screaming and running the opposite direction.
It's
Yeah,
because he
just
doesn't
say-
have a mustache, and in this day and age, who doesn't have a mustache? I mean, what's wrong with this
Uh,
guy? Everybody else has a mustache in our group.
I'm slightly
is-
offended because we've been
Okay,
playing together
I'm
for a
just
long
restarting
time
fantasy
now.
grounds because it's taking forever. So. I'll let you
Yes,
go.
yes, I saw it disconnected you.
I'm a little offended because we've been playing together a long time, and my sister saying she would run away from me, and
I know.
Remember when
Okay.
my character first met you, she couldn't stop looking at you because of how odd you look?
Yes, that is.
That's
Also,
why
she did
girls
say-
look at
That
me
is a
too.
thing,
So
yes.
I'm not gonna.
She
I'm
did
not
tell us
gonna
what you
rag
said
you for
in
that, bro.
person, in real life, to her first time you saw her in a while. So, I mean,
Yep.
you're probably not getting
Oh, the belly
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
belly
man.
thing, and also the insensitivity thing about the dish that was served.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think you need to go to sensitivity training.
No, go to insensitivity training. It's way more fun.
Oh,
It could
Well,
be
you know what?
Interesting.
I
Maybe
can teach
he'll learn
insensitivity
what
training.
not to do if he's told what to do.
Yeah. All right,
That is
guys.
true.
You know what? Settle down, because like
we're waiting for Citra and Ezekiel.
I'll send
Ezekiel's
Vito
almost
Coca-Cola.
in. Citra's
I'm
That's
in,
connected.
I'm in.
Coca-Cola.
I'm in.
because
hey,
you know
we're yelling on your
we
mic,
have
you
we
forgot
have
to mute.
business to attend
Did
to. Obviously,
I
I'm
was-
always the voice of
I was
reason
unmuting
here.
myself
Did you roll the
and I
luck
muted.
for me, or do you want me to
If
roll
I
it?
was muting
Yeah,
myself
I-
and then unmuted myself.
Yeah, you're unmuting. Yeah. Dre, you already failed, so go ahead and roll a d10 to see how much you got back.
Okay.
You failed.
You failed.
Which is
Oh!
good.
I'll take a
Ooh.
Very nice. So add
Oh,
that
you had
to
to
Wow.
go beat my roll.
I failed and got a 1.
And
You know what?
Citra,
I'm
you
gonna
can- you can
re-roll
roll your
because
luck.
it just doesn't seem fair.
Nope, that's what I got last time, and you don't see me complaining.
Well,
I
you
did
deserved
complain.
it though, honestly, right?
Wow.
It sounds like
Nice.
you're
A
complaining a little
fail.
bit.
Everybody's getting some luck.
Yeah, you sound like you're complaining right now as you're describing how
Everybody's
you're not
getting luck.
complaining.
Yeah, I'm complaining about you complaining.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
complaining.
ouch.
See, look what you did. Look what you did.
It's called whinging.
That's a
See?
1. That's
Whinging.
See what you
Whinging.
did?
Wow.
You made Virginia roll a 1 because of
Okay,
all
I'm gonna
That's what I don't
share-
hear. I don't hear Virginia complaining.
That's
Oh,
true.
Well,
That
she's
is true.
faking it,
Virginia
though.
did not complain like Locantis.
As a matter of fact, I don't hear Citra at all.
It takes practice.
Oh, there's a hello.
Oh, there we go.
She's had a lifetime of abuse, apparently. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
She does.
Practice to hear Citra. Is that what it is?
No, it takes practice to not complain about, like, you know, the bad things that happen. But all right, come
I
on,
wonder,
guys,
can
settle
I bring
down.
you
I'm trying to be
guys here?
serious
Can I? Let me see. Drawing layers view sync client view. Does everybody like get popped into where I was looking when I
I-
do
Just
that?
use the chamber.
I'm on the map.
Do you see
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
chamber,
I
or
see the
are you
map.
just
The
seeing the
No,
mummy?
just the area with the mummy.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I was
No.
able to sync because if I do this
Yep.
and then I do
Sure
like
did.
this, this is interesting. I guess like that, then you're
Yeah,
looking at the
uh-huh.
whole.
Okay,
What was
that
that?
basically pulls the
Very
entire
cool.
view of the map.
Very
Whoa.
cool. I can basically
Whoa.
pull you guys like
You did
get over
really
here, check this out. This is happening. I think I can do. Is there? There's some way to do a.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's a way to do
Are
a
you
ping,
moving
but I don't know
around?
how to ping it. Yeah, there's a way to
Yeah.
ping.
You know, that's
here
kidnapping,
it is.
moving us around without consent.
What
No, it's
did
not
I
that.
get for sailing around on my boat across the world?
Herpes.
E.
Oh.
coli.
Damn it.
Probably.
This is
Wow.
true. Oh, here it
Alright.
is. Like
I've
right
suffered
here.
through both of those
Syphilis.
already. It's not that great. Oh,
Yeah,
3
that's
of those.
nice. Okay, so you guys are standing around the mummy. The last time that we played, you
finally.
checked out the lake, the little pit with water. You guys did not go in the water or do anything with the water other than kind of like sail out on it and then sail back on it.
Mhm.
Locantis passed out. Excuse me. Locantis passed out on the stairs.
Alejandro.
Alejandro. Yes, thank you. Alejandro passed out on the stairs, and then you guys came over to the mummy. I have some stuff that I did not share with you guys last time.
And Ezekiel did some creepy magic shit too.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
true. That's true. Ezekiel did do some creepy magic
Yeah.
stuff, and I'd like, as you guys are walking to the back of the chamber, you guys can roll a perception roll for me.
Do we
Oh,
think
man, I suck at
Ezekiel's
these.
maybe a witch?
What is that?
Give me a second. Away from computer.
Do we think that Ezekiel is maybe a witch? Oh wait,
Did you say
Wait.
perception? Is that like a...
it's not
hidden,
perception.
right?
Is it
What is
spot
it? It's
hidden? Right?
Spot hidden, right?
Spot hidden. Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
went
know,
to D&D.
it doesn't take much to confuse me.
I
No
confused
shit.
myself.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
right
so
You
there.
see,
Alejandro,
I failed. It's your fault.
because I said the wrong thing. So Alejandro and Omar. Wait, and no, let me see. No, extreme, and
success.
Emerson did not make an extreme. It's hard to see like what actually you made. It's the way that they've got it written out. It's hard success, extreme success. So you, Alejandro and Omar, in the back of the chamber, behind the throne that you see, that big circular thing that I was describing, it looks slightly different, almost like it's throbbing from when you first entered the chamber, and specifically because you made an extreme success, you recognize that it's different after Ezekiel cast his spell.
Throbbing is a controversial word, but all right.
Yep. It's controversial,
Especially
but
after
that's
saying
exactly
hard.
what's happening. Yeah.
Especially
Well, I
after saying
don't know.
hard.
Well, I don't know, but I didn't understand what circle.
Did you guys
Okay, yeah,
So-
I'm sorry.
that looks different?
When you guys
Well,
when
it
you
can't be
guys
too bad if
walked
they don't
in,
have roll sanity.
yeah, I'll kind of read it again, so that you guys can kind of see that the
For the viewers that don't
yeah, for the
really
viewers
catch
that
on to
don't remember,
everything.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Behind the altar is behind the mummy that you guys are on, there's a stepped platform, and a monumental throne of the same black marble holds court across the entire chamber. Twisted carvings and brilliant flecks of metal adorn every inch, catching the torchlight in unsettling reflections. Behind the throne, a jagged opening tears away at the very wall, an enormous hole of inky blackness resisting the light. It waits in silent contrasts to the torchlit depths, a final shadowy maw at the far end of this haunted place.
Fucking hell, guys. All right, so
And so what you've noticed is that it's like it's a big circular thing at the very back of the chamber, and it's kind of now, it was like just this inky blackness that seemed to be absorbing all light, but at the moment you're noticing that that it's kind of, you know, the black inkiness is sort of throbbing like the water was where Emerson is.
Hey guys, that thing looks different also.
yeah. So first of
It
all,
is
I reserve my rights to box this mummy if the opportunity avails itself. But
What is it with you hitting old people, man? You already hit the old woman. Now you want to
Look,
What's wrong with you?
I came to Egypt specifically to box a mummy. It's on my bucket list, all right? But
I have no idea if that is
not
euphemism
gonna
or
Google
not. I don't
that.
wanna ask
I
that.
don't know either, but he has ever since like that's one thing that the AI has him is wanting to box a mummy for the longest time.
hey,
Oh,
you
see,
know
it
what?
got it backwards. He wants a mummy's box.
Okay, here's the thing.
Oh,
You guys, what you have to understand,
erase,
and you
erase,
guys,
erase.
you need to give me credit for
Erase,
like
erase.
wanton originality. But what I'm saying is that even though I reserve my rights to box this mummy, what's behind the mummy, I think, is the POI that we need to focus on. And so, Game Master, I want to do whatever it is that we have to do to like really check this thing out, because I feel like it's important. Like, what is this portal type thing behind the mummy? Not taking my eye off the mummy,
Yep.
because it
Yep.
could get up and start bucking
yeah.
at me, and
It
it
is-
could be
I just
fisticuffs
sent you-
are there.
I hear you. I sent you the picture of the mummy that's laying there, and as you get closer to it, which is Alejandro, Ezekiel, and Bessie, you can really see the mummy up close, and it kind of looks like that.
Oh, thank you. Oops.
Oh
sorry.
wow!
Looks like a mummy.
Ooh, wow. I
And-
mean, I have to say the teeth are in the.
It's amazing.
Magnificent.
I know. They're,
Oh,
I'm going to
shit.
say those teeth are probably better than my teeth. I'm just going
I
to say.
get,
Yeah.
I get very, very close. So close that the rest of the group is probably uncomfortable.
What flavor
uh,
do you think this mummy is? Like
I am-
teriyaki or?
I don't pay attention
I
to
like-
his
I'm slowly
nonsense.
taking a look at Alejandro to see if he has the face of somebody that is willing to risk it all to get in that mummy. Just saying.
Yeah, I definitely want
Oh.
to take a very close look at the teeth.
And I'm
the
just gonna
nose,
say I
and the
am.
eyes.
It's
I get
quite-
so close that it almost looks like I'm about to. Yeah, I'm so close that it almost looks.
Are you
rampant.
kissing that thing?
Are there any
And
bugs in
I
there?
want to do like
I
the
don't
Mexican.
pay attention to anything they say.
Yeah,
I want to do the Mexican birthday thing where,
roll a
like, when somebody
medicine,
gets close to the birthday
Bessie.
cake and you smash their face into it.
If he tries to do that, I'm gonna retaliate.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I would too.
Wait, what's going on?
Such a kind
Bessie, roll a medicine.
I know.
Ooh, a hard success. Do you want to spend
Okay.
2 luck to
No,
make it
two
extreme success?
to make it extreme.
Sure.
Okay.
Where's my thing so I don't forget?
You get really close to this mummy, and in the details of the teeth, as you're looking at it, you're like, you've seen bodies that have been, re-exhumed, and bodies that have sat around for a long time before they've gone into the ground, and you've seen some mummies in your lifetime, in particular. And this mummy's sort of teeth and skin structure is really well preserved, and maybe even more so than should be with what you know that they do with mummies.
There's something off about this mummy. It looks too good to have been here for long.
And you guys know that it was, I don't remember the date that the mummy was. I'm going to look that up, but it was a long time ago, like around the time of Egypt.
I mean,
doing its thing.
unless they use a technique that I'm not familiar with, which I doubt, because I have a vast knowledge
You're not a mummiologist.
of Egyptian
A mummiologist. Yeah, you're not sure about the mummy techniques, but you could ask Ezekiel. He's really familiar with these.
Well, here, let me. But so real quick. I'm sorry. Just really quickly, I want to feel the abdomen because I feel like it's common knowledge that we know that with Egyptian mummification techniques that they extracted all the internal organs. And so,
yeah, you push on the abdomen, and it feels like
Gently,
there's something
please,
under.
Gently.
There's something under the abdomen. And Bessie, you can roll an intelligence roll, an idea roll, as you're thinking about.
Call Ezekiel, and I do call Ezekiel over, and I tell him in detail what I observed and my suspicions.
Why don't you add a bonus dice then?
Oh, okay.
On your idea.
If possible, I would like to roll an archaeology, which I'm not great at, but I have a little bit at, only because I know that much.
And the intelligence is the one in the front tab, the main tab, right?
You're actually rolling an idea roll, but it's an intelligence roll, yeah.
Okay, I feel magnificently.
Hard
regular
success. Oh,
no,
regular success. My bad.
17 is too much.
You and Ezekiel talk, and you remember speaking to Ali Kafur, for the friend of Ezekiel's in the museum, and he had told you guys that the Queen Nitocris her dynasty was between 2345 and 2181 BC. So this mummy is 4,000 years old or so.
There's no way.
Wait, the mummy hold
teeth.
on. The mummy is well, the teeth won't decay necessarily.
Yeah, but they wouldn't stay this straight because the skin around the teeth would decay.
Yeah, but if it has something in its stomach, that's to me more concerning because there's no fucking possible way that it can have any organs in its body cavity.
Oh, and let me start the music too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to kind of walk back a little bit my enthusiasm about boxing the mummy, only because this is not the scenario that I was anticipating. And I agree with the teeth assessment and with the tummy assessment that something weird is going on. And I'm going to take 2 steps back and let somebody else volunteer to box this mummy for now.
Good, thank you.
All right, that sounds like a volunteer.
Paying attention, he's just moving closer to this brown thing that changed colors.
Cool. Yep.
Was it your pants?
Well, as you're moving over there, Omar, it's getting darker and darker. I don't know if you can see over there, but you have no light source. Just you're kind of walking away from the group, and there's a big light source behind you, but it is like pitch black in front of you.
Oh, I thought this thing was glowing or something.
It's at the far end of the chamber, and you can see sort of that inky black circle, but between there and where you are now, it's pitch black.
Where are you going, Omar?
It just looks weird. These things.
Maybe it's like
Picture
Snow
and come
White.
back.
It made it change color.
We need you over here.
It might be like Snow White, Omar. Maybe if you kiss it, it'll come to life and love you forever.
Be careful.
And as
Nowadays we teach about consent, so don't be
I
kissing
know.
anything unless you get consent.
Right.
What is it? So I'm up
I
here.
forgot.
Oh, I'm
So
not on the
that-
final step. I'm on the step before the top.
Yeah, that is a huge step platform with a monumental throne made of like the same black marble as everything else, and twisted carvings are all over around the throne, and it's got these brilliant flecks of like silver and gold inside of it that kind of shine and sparkle in your light.
I want to take a picture of this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you take a picture. It's pretty lit up with Virginia, and when you take the picture, you know Virginia's kind of in the side as she's like looking up at it, so you have a picture of like from behind as Virginia's looking at the throne.
You've got a picture of Virginia's behind.
Yep. That's what it sounds
From
like.
from behind.
Kind of how I interpreted it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you can't see it because the behind is in the dark.
Yes, that is true.
My flashlight is forward.
Yeah, the flashlight is
I can't
technically forward.
see-
Fantasy Grounds doesn't
You know,
display like a cone
Oh,
of
I
light,
see.
unfortunately.
photography thing, I get it.
Yeah.
So the thing here is illuminated, the altar, or the throne, or whatever.
Yeah. And there's a couple, Sphinx on the left and right. You can see them like small Sphinx statues.
You said this is like a throne?
Yeah, like a big marble throne made out of the same onyx stone that's all around you. Are you guys doing anything else to the mummy? Are you getting up closer to the throne? Are you going to walk behind the throne?
I'm making my way there
Yeah, I see that.
slowly. I don't want to like rush it and then.
I'm fascinated by the mummy, so I just keep studying the mummy.
I'm also looking at the mummy, see if I can gather any more information.
Why don't
Maybe
you roll
there's
a
some occult things?
yeah, roll
in it.
What is your archaeology roll?
Wait, didn't we take the headdress or something off the mummy? Didn't we have a bunch of
Yes, we did.
pieces?
You have
Carrying
a
him, we split him
yeah,
up.
you have a crown, you have a girdle, you have a necklace.
Yeah.
Betsy has a
who-
necklace, Ezekiel has the crown, and Alexandra is wearing the girdle.
Okay,
Yep.
we did figure that out then.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And 100%, Ezekiel, you're
I think
guaranteed that this is Queen Nitocris, and you
I think
iron it
that-
down to exactly the year that when she lost her reign, and you remember a bunch of the conversation that was having, but there's no additional information that you can glean from sort of studying the mummy at the moment.
It was a very
Okay,
dry
I
year.
want to put also Bessie at ease, so I do want to know also if the teeth being preserved the way they are is
Yeah.
standard to like mummification
The
practices.
the teeth is usually well preserved like it is, but the tissue connecting the teeth, the face tissue, and the face tissue around the eyes, and
Gums.
the face, it's more lively than it probably should be
Ooh,
on the roll
Okay.
that you made. And
I'm
definitely
interested on
when
that part
Alejandro
now.
like pokes the stomach, and Alejandro says there's something in the stomach, there's something in that cavity, you know that
There should
they,
not
they,
be something in
yeah,
the stomach.
they
guys.
take
I'm
out
just
the
telling you for
entrails
sure.
and they take out the insides when they mummify people.
100%. Yep. There should be nothing in the
I
stomach.
mean,
so this is
Alejandro doesn't
already
know that,
weird.
but
Well, I do have Discovery Channel, so I know a little
not
bit
in the
about it.
1920s.
Encyclopedia Discovery.
You can. Why don't you roll an
My hand.
archaeology roll, Alejandro?
All right, let's go. Archaeology.
Archaeology. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Dude, Alejandro 100% knows. Like, he studied mummies when he was doing archaeology.
I'm a mummy expert, guys. I'm just saying.
He knows. Yeah, that's why he wants
read
the box
about
one.
mummies
I mean,
once in one.
No, you know what? I dated
Incredible.
a mummy in college, okay? And so I'm just saying that I know about mummies, and I'm just telling you for sure there should be nothing in the stomach, in the entire.
you know how
they
some
take out the
kids
lungs,
really
the heart,
love
the liver, all that
dinosaurs and shit like that? Well, when
A mummy
Alejandro was a kid,
dumpster.
he used to love mummies. Like, he was like
Yeah,
fascinated by them when they were being
100%.
found in Egypt.
100%.
That's why you spend so much time bandaged up in the hospital.
That is true. He
yeah.
wanted to be a mummy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's just a
here's what I'm
fetish.
gonna do. I'm going to use my hunting knife and kind of like very carefully try to open the belly without damaging the.
Oh boy!
I'm going to
let's
cut
do
this.
it.
And not damage it.
Cut this
No, yeah,
bitch
like
open.
with,
Let's do
you
it,
know,
bro.
with care, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You-
fucking cut you, but with love.
Why don't you roll a?
I'll cut you because I love you.
I'm gonna cut you
Wow.
easy, like. I'm gonna cut you easy, like. Why don't you roll?
I mean, game over. in
Let
like
me
5
love
minutes.
you.
I know. Roll a dexterity roll to try and be careful.
No God. Where is it?
And it,
Are you
and the mummy
careful
is.
or are you carefree?
Or
Are
s-
you
you're
careful?
stabbing it.
It's on the
Here it
main
is.
tab on the
It's
top.
a 50-50,
I-
guys. It's a
I
50-50.
I support this.
Hey.
28.
Oh my
Very
gosh!
I,
I can't believe.
whatever
you are-
happens,
okay.
I'm standing right next with him. Right.
Yeah,
right
you're, like,
by
right
the-
there.
Does it make any difference if I make it a hard success? If I make it hard?
Well, wow.
I don't know. You
That
tell me.
sounded slightly suggestive.
Do you
Well,
wanna
I can't
spend that
tell
one
you that
point?
ahead
It's
of
just-
time, bro.
Fuck it, it's 1 point. Yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay. Because you spent that point, I'm going to give you a little more information. You're attempting to move some of the bandages with your knife and scooch some of it sideways, and you realize that your knife is like, even if you're this careful, and you are pretty careful, you're being really careful, but you know mummies and you've seen them before. Like, even when you're super careful, there's going to be like a scratch on the cloth. There's going to be like as you're moving things, dust is going to kind of move by.
scratch
Like
the
there's going to
mummy.
be something there. But what you notice is, as you're trying to move the bandages to the side, they won't move. And as you're like moving them, they're kind of scooching back, and your blade is not doing anything to the cloth.
Guys, this is all good
Okay.
news.
At this point, is this bitch moving?
Nothing's moving. No.
Yeah,
But
when-
your blade, you know that, like, you probably should have left like a scratch or maybe something. But as you're moving some of the bandages to the side, they kind of like, it's almost like, it's not like they're rubber, but they're
Like resilient.
they're
There's some-
resilient.
there's
They
some-
kind of
there's
they
some
kind of
give,
stretch
yeah.
back. They stretch back
Yeah,
to
there's some
place,
give.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homeostasis.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look at Bessie and I'm just gonna say, you saw that, right? I'm not.
Yeah, Bessie was right up
I
there,
know
like
I'm
staring
losing
at
my
it.
mind, but you saw that, right? It was supposed to at least cut and is not cutting.
I'm not saying a word. I'm nodding, like, the way you would nod as in, yeah, I can hear you, but I can't believe what I saw either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys think that maybe I should
Because the
karate
cloth
chop
looks
this thing?
the cloth looks old. It looks decrepit, but it seems like it's fighting against your blade.
So I know this is a bit of a stretch, but being that I'm familiar with lighting effects and things changing color, and I use I do have like a science chemistry skill.
Okay.
And can I see if anything in this room would have caused this throne to change colors or change behaviors based on?
Well, it's not the
Anything in
throne.
there?
It's not the throne. It's behind the throne, which you haven't got a
Oh,
good look
behind
at
the
yet
throne.
because you guys haven't left. You haven't gone beyond the. It's beyond the throne, so you got to go further
Oh, then I
further
would-
in the
then
chamber.
I
So
would-
okay,
then I
so
would
I
do that.
thought I was looking at that, but okay, and I will do that on my next.
So is it up the stairs and behind, or is it around down the stairs?
yeah.
and
You got to
around
go.
it?
down the stairs and around, like where you're going now, but you're in pitch black at the moment.
Uh,
Well, his cigar like lights the way. Actually,
oh yeah, I must have a lighter.
he has the like the.
We've never
You
seen
could.
you use it.
Yeah, I've never. I have seen him light his cigar before, and if he wants to, he can have. You can light your lighter, but it's going to get hot, and it's probably going to go out within 10 minutes or something, and then you won't have your lighter again.
Dude,
All right,
light
well,
yourself on
can I
fire.
ask-
It's worth it for the group.
Can I ask Virginia to follow me? I feel more comfortable.
He wants some light. I know
I
she
would've
might have
followed
reconnected.
you.
I don't know if Virginia is there. Citra?
Here.
Okay. I saw you disconnect.
Yeah, I did
that,
reconnect. So where
I
did you
saw
need
you-
the light, Omar?
Sorry.
I just wanted to see behind what
You might not have heard when you were disconnecting.
Over here?
Basically, the portal is behind the throne. So over there,
Yeah,
you
I
kind of
want
see
to
this
go
like walkway.
here.
I don't know if you see that. There's like a walkway that goes a stepped
To the left?
walkway that goes to the left. Yep. Mm-hmm. And this chamber looks like it goes quite a ways.
So where's the light coming from? Again?
Keep going. You got to keep going.
Oh shit.
It's quite.
This
It's. You could go that way. The portal is to the south. To the bottom. Down.
Like,
Down. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
down?
Oh,
Man,
there
you
we
move
go.
Whoa!
crazy. You just go nuts, eh?
Yep. We'll
Oh
put
yeah,
you.
let's stop here then.
put you here,
She
I'll
So, yeah,
sprints
take a
away.
You guys
Okay.
see, sort of on the left and the right side, there are these huge Anubis statues, and behind the Anubis statue is this like inky
Nope.
portal-looking round. If you ever saw Stargate, it doesn't have
Yes.
an outside ring like Stargate, but it's kind of a hole in the wall that's that size, and inside the middle is this black like liquid that's like oozing around and moving.
Alright, cause now can I do what I said, like I mean, I don't know if it's a bit of a search, but I do have a chemistry skill, and I'm just wondering if finagle my way into using it. So,
Be right
Yeah,
back.
well,
I
if
will-
you could
cause
describe,
this thing
okay,
to
if you could
change
describe
colors.
how you would use it, or what are you using it for?
well, I'm trying to figure out
Make
what would
it
cause
make
this thing to
sense.
change color or change
Or why it is
hue
what it
and-
is?
And mainly, but I'm assuming I have some kind of materials to determine if there's, or to have a chemical effect, and to determine what kind of activities going on. I mean, he's a photographer; he's not a physicist. So
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So
Yeah,
You're
knowledge would be
snorting
somewhat
all sorts of
rudimentary.
materials. I get it.
yeah. So there is a chemistry skill, and I don't see you having the chemistry skill.
yeah, I have science chemistry. It's
Oh, it's under science.
not that high, but I have it.
Where is that at? Oh, science. Oh, it's not that bad compared to like everybody else. Go ahead and roll a science roll. Yeah, dude. I didn't realize that you were such a little science buff.
Tell he always acts so
Yeah.
Rebecca.
strange.
Yeah,
That's a hard success. Do you want to spend an 11
Wow.
to
No.
make it a okay?
I mean, I
Um,
don't have
Success.
much. I think fire is pretty good.
welcome back. I
Yeah.
think Citra. I think you said you were back.
Heart is pretty good.
I don't know if she did or not. I think somebody said something,
It's
but I
pretty
thought it
good
was
when-
Citra saying she was back.
It's good when it's hard.
Did you just say it's good when it's hard?
I think that's what he said. Yes.
Wow.
So you're looking at this thing, wondering, how did this change? How did this do this? And you are 100% convinced that you have never seen anything like this in your life. That there's no way that this is like you've watched some stuff. You've been at some seminars. You've been at places where they shown like cutting edge technology. You much like Alejandro is sort of into mummies since he was a child. You've kind of been like a little. Checking chemistry out, and of course you use that chemistry to do your photography, but yeah, you've this is something that is 100% beyond anything you've ever seen, and there is no connection between like what could be causing this and what you're seeing in front of you, because it's this.
I take a real hard puff on my cigar and I say, "This is extremely interesting."
Puff, pass,
He's
bitch.
puff,
Come on,
he's,
I want to
he's
puff of
Puff
your
the
cigar.
Magic Dragon.
And if anybody asks me what's interesting, I would say, I have no fucking idea what that is.
Does Emerson actually see anything there?
Yeah, you see the black, like, inky circle. It looks like there's somebody, like, if somebody had a pool of oil, like that they had made, like they had emptied their car into a big
pool of
a pool of oil.
I'm back.
The
and you
shit
know,
is going on.
I know the dog,
Alright,
the Satan
okay,
dogs are at it.
Dogs are harmed during the filming of this program.
Yes, exactly. You know how
Even
like
to our
you can
lament.
also put metal inside those that oil, and then you can kind of move a magnet around, and you see the stuff that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is
that
it? Ferromagnetic?
there it is. Ferrous
Ferromagnetic
liquid, right.
material, liquid thing. It looks similar to that with like swirls going of it, but it's not a pool. It's up on the wall as a big round circle. And I'd like
Are there
all
any
four
stones or anything
of
on the
you,
ground?
while you're standing there looking at it, and it's like pulsating, for you to all roll a sanity roll for me.
I'm sorry, did you say, are there any scones lying around?
Yeah, scones. That's what I said. Stones.
Yeah, I don't think
I
any,
thought it was scones. Okay. and
Virginia,
we're all rolling
welcome back.
sanity?
But go ahead and roll a sanity roll.
Extreme success.
It's the one that says current.
We'll
right?
have to do it, right?
Current.
Yes. No, because you're not there, Ezekiel or
Okay.
Bessie. You're not up there looking at the portal like they
Oh,
are.
good.
You're checking out
I'm
the
gonna
mummy.
propose to Bessie that we check out the mummy to see if we find like any sort of like tablet or epitaph or any.
I
kind
need
of,
a Alejandro roll and a.
ancient
and a
Oh boy, I
Virginia-
rolled
and a
a
Virginia
extreme
roll.
success, 5%.
I don't see it.
Oh, never mind. That's archaeology. Okay, hold
Archaeology.
on. Let me try.
I read
that.
about this before, I think.
Yeah, you're like, it's not so bad.
Prepared.
Sanity current. There we go. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh yeah, baby.
all of you are like, well, this is not the weirdest thing we've seen.
Well, they got regulars. I got extreme.
Yeah,
no.
no, he's way better.
I am not
Let's be
phased.
honest.
No, he's
I just
like,
learned
whatever.
about magic. This is not that weird. I
We
can
need to
fucking
give
do
this
magic.
guy his win right
almost
now. He doesn't
spits
get
his
it
drink
often
out.
enough.
He doesn't.
because-
No, that's very true.
But he's winning right now, so give him something, man.
Yep. I give him that he's very confident that this is nothing that phases him.
You know, extreme confidence is
Yeah.
like really
And
a
Bessie
double-edged sword,
and
I'm just
Ezekiel,
gonna
what are you
say.
guys going to be doing to the body? Well, it's going to take them a few minutes to walk to the back of the cavern and do all that.
All right, so we both agreed that this is strange, and then he was, the same with the cloth. So I look at him, and I whisper, and I'm not sure why I'm whispering, but I whisper, try to cut the cloth with your knife, like on purpose this time, like really try to cut it.
I hear where you want to go, but the archaeologist in me refuses to want to do that. Like on purpose,
Okay,
I don't want to do it.
I respect that.
I'll cut
Do
Is
it.
you
there
want
another
to do
way?
I'm ready to like push you out
Bessie
of the
has
way.
Bessie has a knife.
Like-
Bessie has her own knife. She could.
No,
Okay.
I respect that from you see,
From the
I'm used to
archaeologist.
cutting up dead bodies, so to me it's not a big deal, but I respect your point of view.
You are gross.
If it
that's-
was
I'm
up
ready
to
to-
me, I'd be hacking into this thing right now, but I'm not going to do
Look,
that
I'm
in
just
front
gonna
of you.
I'm just gonna
You're
stand next to you.
disgusting.
If you choose to do it, I'm ready to push you out of the way if something jumps at you.
So I guess Ezekiel
Okay.
basically told you, like, I don't want to cut it, but if you want to cut it, that's okay.
all right, so we swap
I mean, it's
spots?
not like I don't want to cut it. I can force myself to cut it.
Yeah, he's
out
like,
of-
it just, I can't,
Alright.
yeah.
It goes against my professional principles.
Yeah, no, okay, so I see what you're saying. So, do you mind so if I understand correct, you don't mind if I do it?
I don't mind if you do it. I
Okay.
can't bring myself to do it.
So I guess he's in front of the belly, and I'm in front of the head, so we swap. I grab my knife,
you spend a good 5 minutes. You first try and slice a little bit, and then you try to slice a little bit more, and then you're trying to like hack at the wrist. You're like, wait, and you get to the point where you're slicing and cutting and stabbing all over the place, and it's just not hurting the mummy's wrapping
I'm
at
not
all.
getting,
What was she like though?
So, okay. What the hell? What the hell is
All
this
right.
material made of?
I heard hard breathing. And
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
it's like rubber,
Bastard
but
said.
it's like so.
Oh, it's
If
a
you-
fake mummy. It's a rubber mummy.
When you're
Oh,
touching,
it's a rubber mummy.
It's a
Why
rubber
didn't they
mummy.
Say this before.
It's
They
a
don't
rubber
have-
mummy.
when did they
Yeah.
have rubber? I don't think they had. Let me see. When was rubber invented?
oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
rubber
rubber is tree
came-
sap. So.
Yeah, rubber is tree sap. It came out like way
Oh,
long ago.
1600 BC.
King Leopold used
Yeah.
to harvest rubber. Yeah, so it's old.
Hey, guys, you're not even there. So, excuse me.
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
Well, I know King
My hand is
Leopold personally.
Also, look,
but,
Candace,
like,
quit being a
yeah, shut up,
fucking
shut up.
nerd.
So
So,
Wow.
while you're trying to cut it, you're also like bumping into it and touching it. It feels like cloth. It feels like those are wrappings. It feels like a mummy's
Rubber
cloth, but it does not. It doesn't cut.
Wait a
It
minute.
doesn't. You can't damage it.
How do we know what a mummy's cloth feels like? Do we have
No, but I mean,
Like
it just
normal
feels like
cloth.
cloth. It feels like, when you went
Right.
on in Halloween when you wrapped up like a mummy and you put even toilet paper around you or whatever. It felt soft.
And I did that because I'm a
I know, I
mummy
did too.
enthusiast.
Yeah, I know you definitely.
And
did.
so-
Scanning now.
As a mummy sympathizer, I definitely went
Yeah, so
to Halloween
100%.
as a mummy.
Bessie, you're not able
All
to
right.
hurt this mummy.
I look at Ezekiel and I say, listen, I can't cut through. I don't know what material this is. I don't know what's going on here. But at the very least, I think we should take a sample of her skin and try to date it back at the
Are
lab.
you thinking like?
Would
Are
be
you
good,
thinking?
but
of-
if it only works if we can cut the skin to get a sample.
Well,
of it.
I know, but I'm thinking of taking a I'll be very careful of taking a small sample from the face.
You're thinking of like
Okay,
biting a
let's try
piece
that.
off.
You
and then,
try to
like-
take a sample off the skin, and the skin does not. It's almost like the wrapping. Like you're picking at it, and nothing's flaking off. There's some dust
All right.
on the mummy, but there's none of the facial skin is flaking off as you're like poking
Okay,
it
I'm
with
gonna
the tip
touch
of the
the
knife.
I'm gonna
mummy
use
and,
my
and make a
chainsaw.
determination and see. I'm gonna touch the mummy. I'm gonna actually see if I can determine if this is a fake mummy or if this is a real mummy.
Oh
with some
baby,
weird shit happening.
finally!
Right, because I was just gonna say, are we starting to get the feeling that this is not a real mummy?
You know
Yeah.
what?
No, in
This
fact-
man cuts through the bullshit. Here we
No,
go,
in-
baby.
in-
Let's
in-
do this.
In fact, Bessie, when you're cutting at the mummy, you're pushing hard. You're pushing so hard that like if this was made of rubber or this was made of some material that's in the 1920s, 100% your sharp pointy knife would have went through this thing, and it's not. And Ezekiel, you can roll an archaeology if you like.
You have to use the magic words. You have to say, "Hey, skin, let me in. Hey, skin, let me in."
What the fuck is that?
Wow.
Is that some kind of Canadian cheerleading chant? I've never heard
Wow.
that shit
I've
before.
never
What
heard-
the hell?
Oh, you know what it is?
God.
I'm wondering why Locantis is so loud. You got a new mic, didn't you?
Maybe. Hey,
I think you did because I got to turn. I had you at 200%. I got to turn you down to 100% because you were
actually,
way
We
too
did,
loud.
because we gave him shit the other day.
Yeah, he did. 'cause
Well,
it sounds
it was-
really good now. There we
It
go.
was about
Okay, you're
4
turned
weeks ago,
down, and now
guys,
I
but
can.
Thanks for noticing.
Now you're not taking over the conversation. Okay,
Well, for now.
Ezekiel, you are sure that this mummy, for all intents and purposes, not touching it, looks and is the Queen Nitocris, and is 3,000-4,000 years old, but for some reason, it cannot be hurt. At least by
It
the
cannot
things that
be
you've
hurt.
tried so far. Yeah.
At this point, I think I'd be a little bit, and this is a
Do you want to
strange
spend
feeling
another?
for
Do you want to
me.
spend the 6 points to get the hard success?
We take her
If
out.
it's gonna give me more information, yeah, sure.
Light it
It'll
on
definitely give you
fire.
more information.
Light it on fire.
You know that
How heavy is she?
your knife is not able to pierce it, and you were thinking back to, archaeology days, and there are, texts and things that say that certain rites have to be performed or special items have to be used to be able to hurt various creatures that you've read about, whether that's supernatural ones or whatever that are in the books and in the writings of the ancient Egypt. So at the moment, that
sort of
your
like
knives
a
are not
protection, sort of like a protection ritual.
Yeah,
was
something
cast with the
something
thing,
is yes. Now you know that you cast a spell that did a shield thing. There's something with this mummy that you've got to, you probably can hurt it, but just not you're not being able to hurt it with that knife that you have.
Bessie, we gotta. Okay, if we're ever gonna get into this mummy, we gotta figure out what kind of spell it was used to protect it. Now that we know spells are a thing.
By the way, we are not recombining the parts.
The medical examiner in me, my instinct told me to try to study the mummy and get into it and get samples, but
Hey,
do we putting that aside? Putting that aside.
What is that?
Excuse me. Putting that aside, we have the items that we need. Do we need to go further? Do we need to investigate this mummy further? We got what we came for.
We take the mummy
circle
with
back.
us?
If we find any additional information, we'll circle back. If not, we'll just.
The mummy
move
is
on.
not too heavy from that perspective.
Now,
I mean,
Ezekiel, if we need to fillet this mummy, are you on board?
How are we
with
gonna?
that?
What
Oh,
the
Jesus.
I won't be happy, but you can fillet it. I mean,
No,
You
not
can
fillet.
fillet.
He said fillet.
what the frick? You can do whatever you want to this mummy, dude. Just don't include me in it.
Wow.
No, no,
you,
no. While I'm around.
I think
no.
Alejandro's pills have kicked in.
I thought with Locantus the line was drawn at necrophilia. I guess not.
No,
Jesus
yeah,
really,
Christ,
yeah,
on a
it's
stick.
Sorry, I meant to say fillet.
I need to be able to work, and if I saw something like that, I would have to retire. So please don't do anything until
and
I
you're
leave.
gonna have to use a lot of lip balm.
And about taking the mummy, I mean, yeah.
That's dark.
Maybe he likes it that way. I don't.
I know.
Okay, I'm
Oh
joking.
no.
Okay, stop.
No less than you
We may have
deserve.
laughed too hard. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Stop.
about taking
What are
the
we
mummy.
We're all
doing?
terrible people.
Oh my God, we are bad. It is horrible.
Wow.
Even
I was
if
not expecting that.
to get a hold of yourself, hang on.
Yes.
Even if we take the mummy, how could we take it? We can't cut it. We can't put it in a bag. How would we explain walking around with a mummy when we're trying to get back?
Oh, come on.
Well,
Why
that's
would
a
you want to
whole-
take it with you?
Yeah, that's a whole
Alexandra,
different
I
could
thing.
don't
just
know.
say it's his
Somebody
girlfriend.
suggested it.
Yeah,
No.
you know what? I'm just gonna say, look, I'm taking this fucking mummy back to box in my gym. Like, I mean, that's that's a normal thing. People box mummies.
I ignore him. I just turn around and I've gotten very
That-
good at
and-
blocking
and-
him out the moment he starts talking nonsense.
I will say that Bessie has brought up a good point. You guys came here on a bus with a bunch of tourists, and it is now the middle of the night
Oh yeah.
in the pyramids,
The witch
and there is nobody around. So getting out of here is going to be an interesting conundrum. It's not like you guys have a car parked down the road. You guys came in on like a tour bus, and that tour
Sounds like
bus
a
is
problem for
long
future
gone.
me.
I know, right? It sounds
I
like a
guess
problem
we're
for
here.
the return trip.
I got a giant inky portal in front of me, and I'm thinking about how am I going to get
How
home?
do I get
I
to
don't
Yeah,
so.
right. I'm not
Mahmood?
thinking about.
Let me
shit.
figure out my Uber ride home.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
were trying to figure out
I'm
how
not
do you
trying
get...
to sleep over.
No.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
well-
exactly. This is true.
And guys, it's peak time, so the fare is gonna be high.
Yeah, right. It's
Yep.
kind of expensive
Yep.
anyway. We
Yep.
might as well
Yep.
just kind of like crash out here, I think.
So speaking of the portal that I have not seen, I all of a sudden look up and look around and I ask Ezekiel, where's everybody else?
You can see them. I mean,
think
they're...
they were-
What are they-
I think
okay,
were
so what
going
are
to
they
I
doing?
think they were going to the I think they were going to the throne. Here's an idea. How about we just carry the
Is that
mummy
19?
with us?
That's not 19.
Carry the mummy with us. So what are we gonna do when we're outside? We're gonna be
Hey.
like Bernie's. We're gonna Bernie's.
Yes.
They're playing
Figure that
drums.
Look, I
That's-
have a feeling. That this mummy has a lot more to tell than we can actually find out now, and I don't want to come back here once we're like at the door. You know.
Wouldn't that violate some sort of sacred? I don't know. It just feels odd to
Well,
remove a mummy from a pyramid. I mean,
don't
it's been
know.
done before, but
Yeah, I feel like mummies are meant to be stolen and boxed. So like, I'm with the plan to.
you're with no
steal
one
this
because you're
mummy.
not here.
That is
I
very
am
true.
here. Look at where I am. I'm right
I
there.
thought
No,
you were at
you're
the
not with them.
portal.
Yeah, you're not with them at the moment. Yeah. So they're like 100,
Yeah, I'm at the
120
portal.
feet to your south, and you can see like Virginia's light shining up on this like black circle, and then she's signing it sort of back to Alejandro and then to Omar, and then she's shining it around and looking at the statue. So you guys can kind of see some of the stuff what they're doing down there, but you can't see it. I mean, it's 120 feet to your south.
I have a book of Peruvian mummification and burials embalming process. It was a gift, and
Oh,
I
Like
start-
Never gave it to her.
thing.
I start like going. It was a gift from Ezekiel. I start kind of like.
Just
Well, right now
fingering
I'm
through it?
looking through my bag. Yeah, right now I'm looking through my bag to see if I have something to cover this thing, so we can pretend to be Weekend at Bernie's kind of thing.
I don't think you do. You don't have like a tarp or any
I mean, I had a blanket. We used it and we destroyed some
A
of the
tent?
whole thing got destroyed. I'm gonna put broken blanket now.
Yeah, I oh, you do have you have an Egyptian cotton blanket.
Yeah, but that we used that when
We tore it up, remember?
we tore it up
Oh,
so
right.
it's broken.
You tore it up to
I
like
mean,
make rope out of it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can actually
Well, I
rename
mean, I
that
guess
to
some of it is
Egyptian
maybe I can
rope.
make a scarf out of it though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Egyptian cotton
Alright, let me put,
scarves.
Egyptian cotton blanket in parentheses. Gonna put tore up.
Yep, that sounds good. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right, so I don't. Do you have anything so we can carry her and cover her? I asked Ezekiel.
I mean, we can carry it together. It's just that I don't know what to cover her with. Do you have
I
anything?
just don't
to cover
want to. I have this torn up blanket. I can
Did
make
you
a
just say
scarf.
porno blanket?
Yeah, I 100%
I
heard that.
thought she said
I'm
porno
like, what
blanket too.
the-
I
I
was
heard
like, wow.
porno blanket.
Yeah, what is
Yeah,
a
that
porno
was-
blanket?
yeah.
Oh, since you asked.
Okay,
No,
the
no,
three
no,
of
no,
you
no,
need
no,
to
we
watch
didn't
less
ask you.
porn.
You 100% said porno blanket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think she said torn up. I think it's just your
I
drawing.
have-
Torn
know.
up. Okay.
I
Put her
have this
accent.
torn up.
Okay.
Okay, I can make a scarf. That's about it. Maybe enough to cover her head, but the rest
porno
of her
blanket
body is
scarf.
gonna be exposed.
You could probably
Oh.
cover her face, but that's about
Right.
it.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So what we
All
tell
right, we
people
can,
is
we
Halloween.
can try to
it's
cover
Halloween.
her also. We can try to cover her with my jacket, maybe.
All right.
All right,
Guys, have we considered that maybe I need
Bessie-
to just unboxing this mummy?
Bessie and Ezekiel,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to let me see what this says.
Maybe give her one of Omar's cigars. That'll really sell it.
Is there a listen skill?
His cigars
Yes,
are
there's a listen
gross.
skill. I
Why,
want
would say?
you, Ezekiel, and Bessie to make a listen roll.
I wouldn't
Oh,
even wanna
boy.
touch one of those soggy cigars.
Fuck.
A new one.
Yeah, this is a skill you guys haven't rolled
Listen.
before. But Bessie's got I mean, better than the rest. I would assume you're not going to spend 38.
Hell no.
Yeah, spend
Okay.
38. Spend 38.
We're about to get jumped. I have a
You know,
feeling.
your chance are not nearly as good as Cameron.
Okay, so as you guys are
Wow.
thinking about what you're going to do with the mummy, We'll go back to the ones on the south. Do you guys have anything you're gonna do?
Yeah, I want to get close to it to inspect. Like, can I see it behind it? Does it have depth
No,
to
it's
it? Is it
it's
thin?
in
Is
the
it...
wall. It's in the wall.
Oh,
it's
it's
part
in
of the
the
wall.
wall.
It's like the pool that in the middle of the room. Like it's in the floor, but this is in the wall, and the edge of it is rock, and then it turns into this black inky substance. What
Are
was
there
that, Omar?
stones on the ground?
No,
There
I
are no
missed what he was looking at.
He was
I
looking
wanted
at
to
the
look at the
inky
portal.
hole. Yeah, the inky portal.
The inky hole.
But it's.
I should call her.
Is that a new term for chocolate starfish?
Everything reminds me of her.
The Sarlacc pit.
Oh, no.
God!
Jesus Christ. Okay, Omar, what were you saying? Yeah, hold on. Omar, what were you saying?
Well, I'm just looking where he's standing, and is there a different?
No, actually, he walked up like this. He was like up in there
I was
checking
I was going
it
to go
out.
to the wall. Yeah, like
He's
to the
up
edge
on
to
that.
see-
Yeah, he's like
to see if it had like
yeah.
thickness.
So he's
Yeah.
looking at the same thing
yeah.
I was.
yes,
So if
100%.
there's-
Yeah.
yeah. If there are any stones or rocks,
There are no
or
stones
debris,
or rocks or anything. No, there's nothing on the floor. It's smooth glass almost.
there's no dust, no dirt, no nothing.
There's dust, but you can't really pick up dust, right?
Yeah, you can like scoop it into your hand and then go like.
There's not that much dust. It's like,
okay.
yeah, like, do you have a
Okay,
broom that you
I
can like
take a
sweep
pen.
up all the dust? You know, it's
I
like-
take a pen out of my my pocket and I throw it. Actually, since it's a pen, it's long enough.
You
I'm
have
going
a
to
fountain-
like
you have a fountain pen, yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to like touch the wall where there's no portal, and then
Yep.
slowly move the pen towards the portal to see like when it starts to make contact. Is there any resistance? Is it like? Does it react like a fluid? Does it move? Does it cause a ripple?
No,
Is it gaseous? Is it
It does
anything
not.
like so? Like see what happens. Nothing.
No.
Does the pen go in? Is it solid?
No.
Is it?
it's moving with the. It's almost like a liquid stone. Like it's solid, and your pen, like as the ripples are happening, is moving along with the ripples.
Oh, so like, okay, so if the wall was smooth, it wouldn't stay smooth as I hit the black part.
Right,
It-
exactly.
Like the black part is solid.
The black part is solid like the wall, but it's moving. It's constantly
Okay.
undulating and rippling.
If I jab it a couple of times with the pen,
It's like jabbing the wall.
is there a noticeable pattern to the pen or to the ripple, like Morse code
No.
or anything like that?
No, it's very much just kind of a swirling ripple. There's no pattern to it at all.
Put my hand on it. Is it cold? Is it the same temperature as the
It
wall?
is cold,
it-
yeah. It is like almost ice cold, yeah.
Oh my god, what a missed
I'm going to
opportunity.
relay
rip
this-
his arm off or something.
I know. I relay the same information to the team. So, like, guys, there's a clear temperature difference between here and the wall. It's like, it's not. Is it wet? Is it?
You're
Wow,
like holding your
why don't
hand
you
up
go-
against the wall and you're rubbing the wall. And why don't you roll a
No wonder it's wet.
A wet check.
power roll? A wet check.
Power roll.
Power roll.
Roll
A
power
wet check.
roll,
Pow, pow,
see what
power
happens.
wheels.
I mean,
You
How did
feel
you
like
know that?
as you're holding your hand on the wall and kind of like rubbing it around and trying to feel it's cold or if it's wet or if it's, but it's rippling under your skin. You're feeling kind of a almost like a magnetic pull against your hand. It's kind of being pulled towards the wall.
I feel like my hand is being pulled towards the thing that it's against. That's very
Yeah,
solid.
like imagine if you had a metal glove on and you put it up against a very, very, very weak magnet. Like it feels like your hand is being pulled gently towards the wall at the moment. The longer you hold it there, and if you continue to hold it there, let me know.
So, guys, I feel like the longer, like I'm feeling something like I'm being pulled towards this. Like this is strange. I put my other hand on the wall as well.
do you feel like continuing?
Okay,
to put
roll
yourself in
a
danger
power
for the rest of
check.
us?
With a
Uh-oh.
plus 1p,
Okay.
which yeah, that's okay because you failed anyway.
So do you want me to just
Um,
roll one more and we'll
No.
it doesn't tally, right?
At this moment, your hand, you cannot release it from. You're
it's
trying
a
to pull it back
penalty, I
off
see.
the wall, and you can't get it off the wall.
Oh.
I immediately put both feet on the wall and try and pull
Try
my
to
hands
pull.
out.
Yeah.
You know,
Cameron. Emerson is like now up against
I'm
the wall, got
Spider-Man.
his feet like crouched, and he's like, fuck, I can't get my hands off. I can't get my hands off. What are you guys doing?
all right, look. If you want me to
do
cut
I
your
hear him?
hand or your head
No,
off,
it's
to save
good,
you, just let me
Get
know.
behind him and I start pulling on him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't hear
Anybody else?
Well,
yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna offer,
instinctively when we
like,
try to pull him back.
So all three of you are gonna grab him and try and pull.
well, I'm gonna offer, like, does he want me to cut his hand or his head off to save him from this?
So Alejandro stands there. What you're gonna do then, Emerson, is +1B, and roll a power
Okay.
roll.
I don't know why I got some item called carcinogenic split. Carcinogenic. I forgot what that was.
Carcinogenic flit.
I don't remember what that
What
was.
is a flit?
Spell probably.
Should it have been Flint?
Is it Flint?
Yeah, dude, that's.
That's a mystery for another time.
Yeah.
Was it bug spray? Was it the bug spray?
Oh,
It's the
flit.
bug
Yes, it's
spray.
bug split.
Yeah, it was the
bug
bug
spray.
spray.
Yeah, that's what it is. Flit. Yeah, because flit is like a that's an island thing.
Okay, just checking.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
why. I don't know
Yeah,
why
you're
I
gonna
thought
spray
about that.
So everybody
No,
gets
it's
behind
bug
you,
spray.
Cameron, and kind of pulls, and you kind of like get pulled off the wall and flump on the ground.
I would
As
not
the-
recommend touching that.
As that happens, Bessie and Ezekiel do a +1B and roll another listen roll.
Okay. +1B. And then listen.
Mm-hmm. Oop, hard success.
Hell yeah, marking
That's
that shit
nice.
off.
Yeah.
Ooh, me
That's a
too.
rate-
Marking
yeah,
it.
mark it. To the north of you guys hear something coming down, maybe into the chamber or coming towards you.
Oh,
To the
let's go,
north
let's go,
somewhere.
Let's go.
Something friendly?
No, you just hear
I don't wanna
noises. Like
stick
maybe it's. Do you want to spend 3 to make it an extreme success,
Hell yes.
Ezekiel?
You mean 3 out of my last 30?
I know you don't have
Bro,
much.
come
Want me
on.
to
I
spend
have like 6
10%?
luck. Come on.
Yeah,
No,
I
we
think
hear
it's
it.
gotta
Don't
ask.
spend it. Don't spend it. We hear it.
No!
You do hear something coming for sure. It's something.
Okay,
I don't
so-
want to
something's
stick
making
around,
noises.
so
Yep.
let's go.
Okay, so hang on.
Let's
Does
move.
the north is in the direction that everybody else is, or is the opposite direction?
It is this direction.
And everybody else is the opposite direction.
Where you
correct?
where you guys came in at.
So I told Ezekiel, I touched him on the troll. I said, "Do you hear that? We need to move."
We gotta
So
go.
we
Let's
leave
go.
the mummy alone. I do grab the scarf.
No,
I don't want to
wait,
leave it.
Grab the legs or grab the rest of it. Just grab
Really?
the leg.
Oh my
Yes, yes,
God!
yes,
Are you
yes.
sure about this? Okay, fine. So I
No.
grab it.
Okay, so you guys are basically huffing. Let me see what your strength is. 50 and Ezekiel's. Okay, that's
I
not
can't believe
too
it. You're
bad.
making me do this, Ezekiel.
So both of you put a +1B and roll a strength check.
Okay. Strength check. That's on the main thing
Yeah, on the
again,
main
right?
tab. Yep.
Not
Yep.
yet. It's
Strength.
Oof.
I mean, I'm not too strong, but.
but I'll come get you.
Oh
Wait,
wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, extreme success. So what you
I'm
guys
gonna-
do is you guys grab this. Ezekiel like drops the legs and it flumps on
Really,
the ground.
Ezekiel? You're
Yeah,
the one making me do this.
And
I'm nervous.
Bessie's
I
like,
get nervous. I can't perform well under pressure.
Hey, you know what, guys? Let him off easy. It's happened to
Bessie
all
like
of us.
grabs her underneath her arms and goes, "Let's do this," and drags her by herself. And where are you guys going? You can move your full
I'm going
movement.
towards the others right
We're
now.
joining the rest of the group, basically.
Yeah.
What's your move?
Until
Let me
I'm-
see.
that we
Move rate is
heard-
8, so you can move 8 squares, I guess, basically. Let's do
Yeah,
1,
and
2,
I'm going-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
like something like that, right?
Yeah.
And Ezekiel, you're running with her.
And
You
as
guys
soon
are
as
close
we
enough.
think,
You can hear them around the corner, but you don't see them because the throne is kind of blocking you guys from seeing them.
so I'm like, guys, see if they hear me, like a yell, but
Like
like a
But
yell,
it's like a yell whisper.
A stage whisper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why don't you guys
I can
roll?
roll for a listener.
Everybody roll a listen roll. Yep.
ooh, pass it so you can mark it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Fail.
I do have a listen. Here we go.
Ooh. Mark
We're
it.
rolling.
I got
Emerson?
that.
Wow.
Oh, fail.
I rolled a 92.
Emerson, you guys are all. Omar, are you awake?
Listen, I don't. You say listen?
Yes.
Yes,
a listen roll.
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, yes,
Listen, Linda.
Listen,
Oh,
Linda.
and you failed. Okay, so Emerson, mark your listen,
Did-
and you hear like scraping on the ground, and you hear Bessie saying, "Guys, I'm coming! Holy shit! Holy shit!"
Yo, I don't know what Ezekiel and Betsy are up to, but good job, Ezekiel.
Damn it.
Are you guys doing anything this round?
Apparently, Ezekiel's
Or
doing
you-
plenty.
It sounds like, yeah. Well, Emerson specifically, he's the one that heard.
I'm gonna blush.
Okay, so Emerson
Wow.
blushes.
He's gonna.
Wow, wow,
That's
wow.
basically a round,
spits
and
his-
so the rest of you guys are doing.
Spits out his drink.
Yeah, he spits out his drink,
Oh, that's
and then
right. Yep.
then you guys.
You haven't done that in a while, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sucks.
So then Bessie comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then Ezekiel. You see Bessie coming around the corner now, and she's dragging a body with Ezekiel like trying to grab the feet of Queen Nitocris. And they're coming around the corner, and now you guys can basically say something to them.
Now they're gonna think it was my idea, and I give Ezekiel a bad look.
And you guys see Bessie like,
Immediately, I'm just gonna say this was my idea. If any criticism, just send it my way so I can gladly ignore it.
Yeah.
Why are you guys moving the mummy?
I'm not certain.
You
I
know,
have no idea. I'd rather just bring her with us, and if we need her, we just do whatever
Need
we
her?
need to do with
I-
her, with her right then and there, rather than just going back to this place.
Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea,
Somebody
guys.
stole her. We're just
Science.
pulling her back.
For science.
Ezekiel, you've been hanging out with Alejandro too much.
Guys, this
Wow.
wall just tried to like pull me in. I was like stuck to it. Stick the mummy against it. Let's see if it attracts living matter or if it can be like any matter.
Well,
Right.
there's another-
magnets.
Right.
There's another tiny matter we need to discuss. We
Are
heard
you gonna talk
somebody.
about my wiener
here's the
again?
thing. We heard somebody coming from the north.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go, but let's test out the theory
Quickly,
before we go. Go.
I just put it in Telegram how she's dragging the body. She's kind of behind it with her arms underneath the armpit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. So is she going to drag it herself over there?
no.
So, well,
This is
apparently
not my
nobody's,
idea.
I was gonna, I wanna help.
nobody's
I wanna
helping
help.
you at the moment.
I'll-
Yeah.
No, I said I want to help.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Ezekiel, roll a strength
I'm
roll.
looking. I'm letting them take over the mummy, and I'm looking towards the north, and I take my gun out.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Ezekiel grabs the
Now you're
foot,
speaking my
pulls him
language.
up, and you guys kind of like huff it over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I
Oh.
hide behind something. Not hide. You know what I mean? Kind of like.
Are you
Also,
going to
hold
drop
on,
the
hold
on.
body? You're going to drop the body?
Oh, I
body then?
did.
Oh, you did it back
I
then.
did.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Ezekiel dragged the body there, and so I'll put
Yeah.
you back, Bessie, and you tell me what you do because you were back here ish.
I get behind something like a wall or a pillar or something, and I take out my gun, and I'm looking towards where I heard the noise.
So you can see what you can see.
Okay.
In front of you is to your right is a throne, You can't see to your left.
Like
there's
here probably, like something here. So because
you
north
can do
is
that.
up,
You're
I'm
basically
assuming.
behind the throne.
Okay.
Kind of, it's
So-
a raised dais. It's like about 5 foot tall.
But I can still see north leaning, right?
A little
That's what I
bit,
wanna
yeah.
do.
If you lean, you can kind of peek around. But if you look
Right.
around there, you can't. It's not. There's like dim lights around some things that you can see, but you can't see the whole chamber, right?
Yeah, that's good enough for now. I just want to peek, and I have my gun out, and I'm looking towards where I heard the noises.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and push this mummy against the wall. So, like if it's on the floor, I'm gonna like put my heel on its chest and like push it against the portal.
I kind of feel like if I kiss the mummy, it might wake up like Snow White.
Okay, you kick the mummy and push it up against the portal, and it's like sitting up against the portal.
And I hold it there because it didn't happen for me
That's,
right away.
That's how
either.
you're doing. Okay, you're holding it there. What is everybody else doing? Are you standing around watching?
I'm ready
Yes, I'm
to
watching.
book it. Like as soon as Bessie says that there's some bad shit coming down, I am
Yeah.
ready to just run like Scooby-Doo style.
Where are you going?
Wherever I think
yeah.
is the best place to go.
Well, you can see what you can see, right? Like, look around.
That's a good point. I can't see anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are in this big chamber. You haven't gone all the way west. You haven't gone all the way east. And you're kind of behind the throne. And the throne is about 5 foot tall. So for some of you, you can kind of see over that raised dais.
All the awkward, I'm thinking to myself, out of all the awkward things I've done with dead bodies, this has got to be the worst.
Dragging one back here
I
like that.
somehow doubt that.
Somehow I doubt that. What the fuck does that
Yeah,
mean? Dude?
well,
I know.
like I said, I've become very good at ignoring his comments.
I'm going to push the mummy against the wall harder.
Yep.
Okay.
I get that you're trying to like really get that mummy up in there.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Are you hitting on the mummy? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Alejandro, I think this thing's trying to box me. You better jump in here.
All right, bro. Okay, no, he's not gonna box him. Like, if that's what's happening, I'm swinging.
So you move up to the body next to him and start swinging. Virginia, what are you doing?
You better start removing hit points.
Oh,
I-
you're boxing that mummy, and it feels like nothing's like. It feels like, you know those rubber dummies that you're punching when you're doing like
I
taekwondo
actually-
It's
or
a fucking
Yep.
fake mummy. Come on. Well, no, it's not a fake mummy because
No,
I
fake mummy.
actually do. I know.
That's what it
he's
feels like.
saying.
You're like.
It's like those rubber bodies that we fucking have in the dojo. That's
Yes.
creepy, dude. Like,
Yep,
no.
yep.
Emerson is
Alright.
going to think back to the ancient Colombian saying,
Now I'm
"Hey,
more
skin, let
confused
me
than I
in," and he's
was
going to start
before.
kicking it. Hey, skin, let me in.
I just put it in the telegram so you guys can see it if you've never seen those punching dummies. Okay,
Yep.
so you move up there, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm just watching the whole thing, just like fascinated and curious, and like on the edge of my seat, like what is going to happen?
What is going to
And
happen?
yeah, so then I take a couple steps back just in case something bad happens, and I'm just my eyes are glued to I'm trying to like put this money
Trying to
through.
do their thing, yeah. Gotcha.
So does it look like anything is happening to this mummy or the?
I'm
The
going.
portal or anything?
We're doing a turn, so we'll do Emerson first. You're on the combat tracker, and then Omar.
What do
are
I
you
see?
doing?
Is anything happening?
Oh, I see the combat tracker now. Sorry.
Yep. Omar, what are you doing? Omar sleeping?
Oh, I guess
Oh, no.
I don't
No,
see.
he's good.
Oh my
I guess I don't
God.
see. Who has the mummy?
The mummy
Have
is
the mummy
right in
Emerson.
front of Emerson.
All of
yeah.
us have the mummy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me.
okay.
You know what I'll do?
Okay.
Hold on. I will put an NPC called the mummy, and so that way, So you guys have it. It's not an actual animated mummy. You know, I won't do that. But the mummy is basically
Yet.
right there.
But I still
we're
feel
trying
threatened
to-
in some way by this.
And we're
this,
trying to push
turn
this
of
mummy
events.
into this.
Portal for some reason. I don't
That's
know.
what Emerson's attempting to do. Yes.
It's for science. I want to see if the same thing happens to inorganic matter.
Are you doing the
Okay.
fillet thing?
You know.
I was chanting the ancient Colombian saying of "Hey, skin, let me in."
You keep saying
Okay,
that. I don't
one
know what
more.
that is.
I don't know, dude. That doesn't sound
Colombian
familiar to me. That doesn't sound familiar to
Omar.
me. Being the resident Colombian.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
thought
It's-
Locantis
hold on,
was the
hold on.
Colombian.
It's Omar.
No, I'm
let Omar
Mexican.
go.
Not to
Oh,
let
mention
Omar
it's
go.
only when
Right
it's
here.
on
Get
there.
Hispanic
we're-
straight.
Let Omar go.
Omar takes another puff of his cigar. And for whatever reason, he feels for whatever reason this flit is gonna do something. So he puts flit on the mummy. And then
So you start to spray the mummy. Why don't you roll a listen roll?
where is it?
And I'm
I
gonna
don't like
also
listen.
roll. Do you want to spend 6 to pass it? that's quite a bit off your.
Spend it. Spend it. Spend it.
Fuck it. Fuck
Good
it.
job.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
bro.
you can hear
That's 38.
It's a nutsy call.
where
It's a
where
38?
from your
Yeah.
north, probably around the throne, you can hear someone talking and walking towards you.
Since I'm
Someone
paying
that you
attention, do I
don't
hear
know.
it too?
No.
When we get to you, you will definitely see it more than you will hear it. I
Okay.
think.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever we're gonna do, we gotta do it fast.
I love it. I
Oh,
get that reference.
quoting.
Wow. Okay.
Alright.
Then we do. Hold on. Let me see. Does it? Item
Tell
identified.
Stacy
Oh,
about
not
that one, 'cause that was
identified.
good.
Not identified. Not identified.
Yeah, I already had
okay.
my turn, right?
I totally sprayed that thing and then helping them with
So
the mummy.
if you can see it,
I basically sprayed
You
the
can
thing on the
see
mummy
it.
before I touch it.
yeah, you totally spray the mummy with flit.
And then before I touch it, and then I touch it and push it.
Yeah, and you touch and push it, and you get flit on your fingers, and it kind of it stinks a little bit, but this is not bad. It's not. I mean,
me
you
resist.
sprayed this on yourself before, and you haven't
Almost
got
100%
cancer.
sure that you got skin cancer just
Mhm.
from it.
Yeah.
You don't know yet. I mean, you will later on. When you
Years from now.
when you're like 60 years old, you'll file that
And you start bleeding
that
from your ass.
lawsuit.
I'm sure
yeah,
the-
exactly. Yeah.
Oh
sure
no,
the
You
word-
have measles
not
and
ass
the
cancer.
old one.
Ass cancer.
Ass cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Probably
Virginia.
the word carcinogenic had not been invented yet.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, definitely not.
that's the problem.
Virginia, you are standing there, and why don't you roll a listen roll?
I feel like
Are
I
you there?
spent 6
Citra,
bucks
are
on
you there?
something that others had already discovered.
We haven't heard you. Okay,
Oh.
you haven't heard anything, but you see the carcinogenic flit going, and 3 guys
Yep.
pushing this mummy up against the thing.
And I'm just like amazed that it hasn't gone through yet.
You lover.
I think I've seen that movie.
So you're
Three
you're
guys and a
gonna
mummy.
you're standing there then, right?
Yeah. In the 90s.
Yeah.
Is that your
I-
whole
do I
turn?
notice?
It was the best.
Do I notice anybody else hearing things?
No, I mean, Bessie came around the corner and said, "Guys, I hear something to the north." You guys heard that?
I feel like I spent 6 luck on something Betsy already told us.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Yeah, it's too bad. Omar was probably sleeping. I'm done.
Okay, Alejandro, what are you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Finally.
He's boxing.
Okay, so
We do.
wait, hold on. Are you doing something now? Because I heard.
Maybe.
Hey, I feel like you're doing shadow rolls when you ask me what am I doing on my turn.
Well,
So,
It's okay. What are you doing?
all right.
yeah,
So,
don't worry about it.
okay. Here's the thing. Let me get this straight in my head. To the south of me, obviously.
Does it
I see
have
the
to,
mummy.
does it have to be straight in Pride Month? Really?
Yeah,
you know
come
what?
on, man. That's
I
insensitive.
am wearing a pride shirt right now, just so you know. So don't even try.
If,
But
if
anyway,
there's no picture,
How dare you wear a
it's not
shirt?
true.
oh, you know what? You know
Take
what
your
my
shirt
son
off.
told me today? He was like, "Hey, it's Pride Month. Gay people get double XP."
Oh,
And I was
that's
like-
pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he
But
was
you're,
like,
you're
Okay,
gonna lose
so-
all your XP if you don't choose what your character's gonna do.
so-
But you have to be able to prove it. I have a marriage certificate that proves I'm gay. I get double XP.
I thought it was a
Okay,
spectrum. I thought there was like a scale.
right. It's
okay,
like,
but you
you
prove
know,
it.
like in college, I kissed
Alejandro?
a gay guy in
Are you gonna
a
give up your
play.
turn?
So
I think he
no,
is.
no.
Oh, fucking gone. His pills took
I know.
over.
I'm gonna give you like
Yes.
the count
Okay,
of like.
But
Yeah,
look,
but it
you
was-
guys are
you
stop.
keep
Everyone,
going.
shut up! I'm trying to talk to Emerson. It's my turn.
Okay.
He's
Everybody
so
Now,
else
now it's
stop.
our
God.
fault.
Okay,
Yeah.
now everybody stops.
Okay, everybody stop. Emerson's talking to me, and I have to respond to
We
him.
did.
Okay? You keep talking. Okay. So.
Banana.
Oh my fucking god! You know what?
Okay, Locanthus forfeits his turn.
She knows how to
Reclaiming my
get to
time.
me. Okay.
Uh,
Dude, just do it.
Stop.
You don't need the last word. Go.
Yes,
All right,
just
so
go.
I'm going to Emerson, just clarify for me real quick. What is to the south of the mummy? Is
The
that
portal.
still okay? I am going straight to the portal. I am circumventing the mummy that everybody
Well, you can't.
else is
You
interested
can't walk into it, but you can walk up to it. Yeah.
in. Okay, I'm
Which
gonna
I'll
walk
put you
up
next to it. Yep. Right like that. Yep.
Thank you, sir. And I am going to extend my hand and put it through the portal and see what happens.
You put your hand up on the portal. Just one or both?
I just one. I mean, only because I didn't.
Okay,
think
you
about
put
putting
one
both
hand
hands
on the
till you said
portal,
that.
and it feels like cold stone. Bessie, what are you doing? It doesn't go through the portal. It feels like rock.
I'm going
It's
to take a.
impermeable.
Yes.
I'm going to take a look back
Okay.
to see what they're doing.
They're
I'm
all
going to
hanging
see
around
them
the portal,
right.
fucking talking
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
trying to put a fucking mummy of something black. I don't know exactly what's going on.
I don't know if you
This
see
round-
everything to the
okay.
north. Do you see what's
It's-
in the north?
Don't.
Okay.
I see very little
You
to
know
the
what?
north. I must
I
not
say
have
you go north
light.
just in case because that
Excuse
sounded
me.
ominous.
Is this circle here? Is this a
Reclaiming my
pillar?
time.
That circle there?
Yeah.
That is a
Reclaiming
pillar.
my
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
Marjorie
That is a
That is a
pillar
pillar.
here.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to quietly. Okay, so it's marking my movement, but that's not how I wanted to do it. I'm gonna
Yep,
do
no,
it like this. Quietly move around the pillar and do the same thing, but get a little closer to them. Right
Gotcha.
there. I'm
Yep,
gonna
yep. So you
keep
can still
looking to
look
the
around.
north,
Yep. Okay.
and I still have my gun out, loaded.
Ezekiel, what are you doing?
Okay, I don't think this is going anywhere with the mummy, so I am going to go by best eat to see if I can
Why don't
get
you roll
any,
a listen roll?
any
And I see a
additional intel
protest
from
I-
the noise. Yeah.
I do the signal. I'm listening and I'm pointing north.
You can't really
Quietly.
hear anything. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
when I
making
point-
let
the
me see.
I'm
I
making the
point
face
it-
of like what?
Yeah.
But I am
Yeah.
going to
And
pull
I-
my gun out.
I keep frantically pointing to the north so he'll understand me. I feel like the harder I do my finger, the more he can hear me and understand me.
Do you guys see now on the map north of you?
No, I can only see
Well-
5. If a square is 5 feet, I can see
Yes.
about 7
Oh.
feet.
Well, zoom
Oh,
out.
I do see. I do
Yeah,
see.
zoom
it.
out.
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
zoom out.
Ace.
No,
Like
I
this.
just see the mummy.
Ace,
this,
Ace,
that
I
red.
see Ace.
No.
By
Oh,
the
yeah,
stairwell.
yeah.
Near the
Oh
butthole.
wow! I can see that far.
Yeah, because that
Oh,
it's lit up around those pillars, right?
oh! I see something. I
And
whisper.
and
to
and you
Ezekiel.
and you hear. Why don't you roll a listen, Bessie?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you didn't roll a listen when it was your turn.
Okay.
Oh, oh!
Fail.
Why did you guys roll the same fail? Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Oh,
but
wow.
the guys are kind of like walking, and they look like from where you're at, you can see that they're kind of like looking around, and they're curious. Emerson,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Watch it be a fucking tour that snuck in.
No, he said it was the middle of the night.
I'm going to say, like, well,
I'm
clearly this is
gonna,
hopeless, and give up on kicking and pushing the mummy, and pat
The mummy
Alejandro
slides
on
down
the
the
shoulder.
wall and hits the ground. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat him
Oh,
on the
no.
shoulder and just say,
I
like,
didn't want that to happen to the mummy. No.
give up, dude,
Oh,
and
that's
take a
speaking
couple
of
of
birdies,
steps
just
this
drop it.
way.
Roll
Really?
a
I
listen
thought
roll
you
with
were
a
gonna,
plus
like, let
one
me
B.
loose and, like, I was
Okay.
gonna, like, open fire on these soccer moms.
You do
my
not hear
God.
anything. Omar.
I don't hear shit. I hear.
Yeah, like you got the tinnitus going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so I did hear
That's from
something
eating too
before.
much tea.
This is gonna be 2 full nights of you guys hanging out in this chamber. Go ahead, Omar.
Yep.
Bro, one time we spent 3 whole sessions
met us?
walking
Hello.
down the hill.
I don't know if this is new or
Why
I
don't you
just
roll
noticed.
a listen, Omar, just to start the round?
Oh, I thought I had already heard them. But fine, I'll listen
You can
again.
roll it again because it's about to be. You heard
No, wait, I
footsteps.
I
You
didn't
heard
mark it
footsteps.
last
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you should mark it. Yeah, you should mark it. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear anything.
You don't hear
else.
anything now, but you still hear the footsteps you heard before, but they're getting closer.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's new or not, but I noticed that WASD actually works on the map. That's
It does. Yeah, 100%.
Facade.
Yep. Yep. You can
Does it really?
I know I
WSD.
heard them. I know I heard them before, and since they're dropping the zombie, I'm gonna move to this.
A zombie.
And
Not a
and then,
zombie.
like, sort of peer through the corner
Yep.
and see if I see anything from that corner.
You
And
do
I pull
not.
my machete out.
It's pronounced machete.
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 That's it.
Let's see. This is yeah. Now, Omar, most of you here. Hey, who is that over there? I see a light.
Oh, shit.
Virginia.
Fuck.
Virginia's flashlight is very bright down here.
Okay. Did I hear that?
Yes,
Okay,
now you
they
hear
know
it.
we're
Yeah,
here.
they're
Okay.
they're about halfway
Just,
down the
uh,
chamber now.
I guess I turn my flashlight off and I walk over here.
Does the voice sound
Okay.
menacing or sort of
And,
Yeah.
nerdy newspaper like you just made it sound?
and I pull out my machete.
Are you trying to say Clark Kenty?
Like
Yeah,
Clark Kent.
does it sound like Clark Kenty like you just made
Or
it
like
sound?
Superman.
Or like, what the hell is that there? Or-
So the big light went out, but just to let you know, Bessie, you're still, even though you have your gun out, you have a candle in your hand.
A
And
flashlight
Emerson
anything?
has a candle, and Alejandro has a torch. So Alejandro, your turn.
Hell yeah. Alright, so just.
Yes, you already saw the light.
Alright, so just to recap, we are getting. Oh, they're moving. They are moving.
yes,
they
they
on
are.
the map and they are moving. They're
Well, they're
coming
alive.
toward us.
I take it that they're moving.
And so, well,
Yep,
what
yep.
I'm saying is they are not in the position they were the last time that I looked. So
Missionary?
Yep. And actually,
I'm gonna
there's
like,
one missing.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna let's see, where is I'm gonna for safety stand behind Bessie and draw my gun.
Wow.
oh, look at that. Alejandro just brought the big light to you guys.
And yeah, because I want to make sure that I'm safe, and you know, Bessie is, she's gonna act as
A 5'4", 120-pound tiny little girl.
like as a human shield. And I'm gonna draw my pistola and get ready and shout out to everybody else like, "Incoming!" And maybe just cap off a few rounds into the air and go like, "Ah ha ha ha! Pop, 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 pop," and go into
Oh, wow.
like
Are
that.
you serious? Are you serious?
Are you
Are
really
you serious?
serious?
Yes, just to make sure
No,
everybody
if I
knows.
see him, try
The
to
second he
fire
does,
his.
Oh, Jesus.
the second
I
he
try
does
to
that, I
stop
want to
him.
run away, I want to run
I
away. I
just
want to
want
hide.
everyone
Hanging out with
to
this guy
know-
shooting off guns around people's ears is why I
Wow.
have
Okay,
tinnitus.
I don't have to
It's-
even.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have to roll. Okay, Bessie,
Can I
what are
try
you
to?
doing?
Can I? Did
I
he
just
fire?
want everyone to
Okay.
know how serious the situation is. Like, we're
He
in a
did.
fight right
Yeah,
now.
he's got a light on.
And
He's
so-
you're not in a fight, but you might be now.
Yeah,
There might be
no,
might have
something's
been
coming.
friendly.
Something's coming.
Okay,
and
was I
wanna
not?
warn our
Okay,
group.
was I not able to stop him when I see him take out his
If
gun?
you see him pull his gun out, you can actually roll a dex roll against him. Alejandro, roll a dex roll, and Bessie, roll a dex roll.
That would be a reaction.
Just a dex.
No, it's
yeah.
Dex.
It is
Yeah,
a
but,
reaction. It is a reaction.
okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't take my turn, is what I'm trying to say.
No, it does not. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Seriously? Oh.
he made a hard success. Do you want to do 16 luck to make it so that you
No.
can block him? Okay.
No, he can waste his bullets if he wants to. He used what, 3, 4 of them?
Yeah,
Make
it
sure
was
you
bam.
mark it.
I heard him say bam, bam, bam. So go
Make
ahead and mark.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
make
it
sure
was
you
at
mark
least
it, and
three.
you need
It
to
is
reload now.
Hold on, 3 bullets, and then I need to reload. And
Where it says SHT
I
on the
clearly
right.
heard blap, 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 blap.
Oh, did you?
Okay, I shot
Okay, 4. Yeah.
bullets.
I put.
Where it
I,
says SHT, you got to set it
yeah,
to
yeah,
2.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and
And
then
then tab off.
How do I move back to?
Tab off. You got
hold on,
because I
I'll
still
tell you
see
one second.
6. Yeah. I want to make sure you have 2 bullets because you're also the gun person in the group. Okay, he got pulled away, so I'm gonna make his change for him. It's got 2, and I will tab off, so it is 2.
Alright, so now it's my turn.
Bessie,
right?
it is your turn. Yes, he goes
All
blah
right,
blah
so-
blah, and you can definitely clearly see because you've been watching these guys. They all stop
Yeah.
from moving forward.
I.
They were kind of looking around, like hello, blah blah. In fact, you heard them kind of say, "Is who's got the light?" And then when the gunfire goes off, they all stop moving forward.
How much can I
Oh
move?
my god.
8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I move
Yeah.
forward. I put the gun away in my pocket, so it's accessible.
Okay, are you doing anything other than moving forward?
Yes.
You have a candle in your hand, so you can clearly see
Yeah.
them, and they can clearly see you now.
Our apologies for the gunfire. My drunken friend got a little too excited. Who are you? We're just explorers. We're not supposed to be here, but this was the only opportunity we had to enter and study in this beautiful temple. What are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? Are we in any kind of trouble? Are you the authorities?
I am the authorities.
What do you mean, oh man? Am I exposed? I'm gonna die.
Let's see. No, yeah, no, you're not. You're not
Not yet.
exposed. I don't think there's a deception.
There is.
What is it called?
Something like it.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
There's guys. There's fast talk. That's what it is.
Fast talk. Okay, so why don't you roll a fast talk, which is your worst skill, I think, that you have.
Oh, can I do charm? Oh, damn it.
Hey, you roll under a 5, and I will totally give this to you.
Either way,
Come on!
5%.
Oh, it can
So
happen.
close, so close.
It can
So close.
happen.
You can do it. You can do it.
Do you
10
want to spend
points.
10?
Fucking
Okay,
spend
yeah, yeah, and I'm marking it.
Okay.
it. Hell yeah.
All right.
Do you get to mark it if you used luck?
This
what
is how the
probably.
fucking plot moves forward.
Hold on.
baby.
Yeah,
What?
let me
I don't
double
get
check.
to
Let me
mark
double
it?
check. Let me double check.
Okay.
I will
Yes.
double check.
She can do it. It's 10 points.
Can you get a level up if you use luck
47.
on a skill?
Give me a level up.
Like,
Well,
can you
yeah, that's
mark
what it
yes.
is. It's
possible
basically.
level up?
I thought you before you had said no.
I don't think so.
Fire.
Yeah.
Why you gotta talk for him?
No,
Let
he
him look
didn't
it
say
up.
that. He said that you couldn't use luck on luck, is what he said.
Here's the
He didn't
breakdown.
say-
It has to be a natural success without luck.
Aw.
If
Yeah,
you,
that's
if you
what I
use
thought.
luck, no
Yeah,
tick. The skill does
in
not
a-
qualify
in
for
a-
improvement.
Yeah, I remember in the prior game we've asked this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you use
well-
luck, 100% does not give you a potential for leveling up. But
In my
I will
own-eyed
say,
pride.
they're like,
No, man, I don't know if I want to spend it then.
Oh, do it.
well,
Are you fucking
well,
serious?
it's
Come on.
it's too late. You already
No,
spent
that's
it.
a lot.
Yeah,
You
no,
haven't
no,
said anything though.
no. No. This is good. It's
You don't know
important. It's
after
okay.
the fact.
Hey,
Well,
It's
okay,
her
okay.
choice, guys.
No,
It's
no,
her
no,
choice.
true, no,
But
true.
she already
You did
made
no,
her choice.
but she didn't
nothing-
know
no
the rules.
information
But she
has
didn't know the
been
rules.
revealed.
Nothing's happened. And if
Okay,
she wants to
alright.
pull it back, she totally can.
I would like to pull it back if that's okay.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
The
Yeah.
only reason I did it was so I could mark it. If I can't mark it, then, there's
But-
It's
no
not a reason to
incentive.
do things.
Okay.
It's not a reason
Well, there-
to do things.
There is an incentive to not.
Yeah, but there
be
is
in a
always
fight,
an
but-
incentive to do it because
but-
you're succeeding in
No,
something.
no,
Alright,
it's-
alright,
no,
alright,
no,
alright.
no,
If
no,
you
no,
think
no,
that's
no.
an
I think
incentive, I'll
I think
take
her
it.
incentive is to make sure that Alejandro realizes that this is that there are consequences to your
Consequence to
actions.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
And so why does she
Fuck.
want to spend those points to save your ass?
Oh, is it for me?
Yeah, because you're the one that fucking fired the gun.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't realize it was for me. I thought it was for all of us. But no,
Oh.
if it's for me, then you can just let me suffer. I'm fine.
Well,
Yeah, we
what
keep
you-
spending all our points because you keep doing stupid shit, and we keep
That's
making
what it
save
is.
you.
That's what it is.
Truth.
That's what it is.
Preach.
Truth. Preach
Preach.
that. Preach it, fucking
Yeah.
Virginia.
You know what?
Spicy
Okay, if
No.
you, hang on,
Enter
let me
the
just say something
chat.
real quick.
You
If
know
you
what?
really,
I
hang
finally
on.
disagree with Sidra because... Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 1 second. If you're doing it to move the plot forward, stop doing that because there's other players, and it's not always up to you to decide when to move the
Yes,
plot
uh-huh.
forward.
Oh, but
Yeah.
he's
You
the
should
hero.
consult with us. So
Yeah,
please
but
Yes,
stop.
I'm
you're with the
hero,
group.
so-
You're with the
yeah,
group.
But when I
All
say
right.
the plot, I don't think I'm the plot. I think
Well-
I know what you
we
mean,
are
but
the
you know,
plot.
No.
we definitely,
okay,
want you to do what you
All
did.
right, no, look, we've had a consensus, and I
Okay.
accept it completely because everybody's disagreed with me, and that's fine. I agree.
All right.
okay.
So now,
And in fact,
I-
if Alejandro wants to, he could actually give his luck to you to solve this problem because it was his problem in the first place.
How much luck is that?
10.
It's 10 luck.
I give it to her.
can you afford it? That's a lot of luck.
He's only going to have 8 left.
Wow,
And-
don't do it.
And I give it to her.
But it's his
already
problem that
Wow.
was created.
Yep.
This guy is so reckless. Where did
know,
we
it's-
find him?
I know. I know, this guy is just like
Some
a-
shop in New York or something.
And it's a
I don't believe
bodega, okay? It's not a shop. In New York, we call them
So
bodega.
basically, Alejandro steps out, puts his gun away, and goes, "Guys, look, that was my fucking bad. Yep, I thought you were fucking bad guys. I saw some shadows." He kind of joins in with your conversation, and the 3 people that you see in front of you go, "Look, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. You are not allowed to be in here." And they kind of step to the side. So you can see 3 people out there. One steps to the right, one steps to the left, and the other one leaves the chamber to the north and disappears. That is, which one is this one?
Okay.
Or 2. I don't know which one that fucking is.
Well, they
I
haven't
don't know.
noticed Necrotis isn't on her altar anymore.
Right.
Nah, she's miles away from them.
So I say, you're right. We're sorry. Listen, I'm a scientist. I'm a medical examiner back home. This is my fault.
Me too.
I really wanted to come down here and see if we could find any mummies so I could study them. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of here right now.
And so right as that's happening, and you guys say, "All right, let's get out of here. Let's do this." The mummy is still kind of leaned up against the wall because you never actually pulled the mummy away from that wall, right?
We're thinking, what?
I didn't see any. I didn't
never
hear
pulled
anybody.
her.
They just were like,
We
"Ah,
left
we're
her
gonna
against
leave
the
it."
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was 100% up against the
Talk
wall.
about what flavor
Okay.
the mummy is. Teriyaki or...
I mean, the mummy's right there if you want to give her a lick.
Why?
And notice how I didn't say it the other way
This is
around because I
freaking
know there's a joke in
Why?
that.
So as Bessie's talking to these two guys, and the mummy's kind of leaned up against the portal behind you, the portal kind of throbs with power and throws this like energy wave through the chamber.
The
And
mummy
the two
does?
guys, yeah, the portal.
Portal.
Okay.
The portal kind of like the black ooze just kind of like pushes this like. It feels like have you ever seen those things where they have those little tubes and they pull them back and poof, and it shoots out this like circle of air?
What the fuck
It feels like that. It's like you feel like a pressure of air come from this.
Tubes that pull back and shoot floops.
Yes, I will send you guys the thing on the internet later. But you feel this like pressure wave that comes out of the inky black hole and kind of like shoots across the chamber. It throws the two people out there in the hallway down on their like they fall down. You guys kind of like stand your ground. It says woof, and then right beside Bessie.
Oh no. Is it like when they check your eye in the eye doctor?
Not exactly.
Pretty much.
Oh, what is this? Where is the fucking? I forgot what I called the image. Fuck.
How do you
I know
spell
you
that?
called it fuck but
Yeah, how do you spell it?
Yeah. Damn. I gotta.
could
yeah.
you is that phonetic or
It's
Yeah,
like
I
a,
gotta look at the-
it's like a,
Fuck.
fuck
Okay.
or like fuck
That's what it's called. All right. There we go.
Is Sergio
That's a
there?
whole new
Kind of
pronunciation.
materializing on the let me make sure that this is not identified. Materializing on the throne beside you is this sort of
Hell yeah,
creature.
Oh no.
And it just kind of like
Finally.
it almost like pieces of it fly out of the portal, and the little black inky parts kind of like form this creature sitting on the throne.
No, we gotta go.
No,
I see how it
fuck
is.
No,
the
no,
female
we're not
mummy's
going.
laying dead, and now the male has to save up to save her. He shows
Oh,
up
wow.
and saves the mistress.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
that was.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. Women mummies are not strong enough. I get it, bro. But look, we're not fucking
no.
leaving. This is what we came here for,
So basically, this
To die to this thing? No.
bro.
to die to this thing? No.
I'm getting my boxing gloves out. This is finally it. This is what's happening.
This is your moment.
He still thinks that this is D&D. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
For my accent, can I take out some popcorn, sit down, and start watching him boxing this mummy by himself?
I think that might be an interesting conversation. We'll see. We'll see what happens to Alejandro depending on what he does here, because this is some serious shit.
And if
Basically,
I can play some
this creature puts its arm forward and looks over at you, Bessie. That says,
Bessie.
yes, Bessie. Well, you're the one that's like visible because he's sitting in the throne facing north, and all the rest of them are behind. Ah, my dear, oh so curious mortals. Bessie, Virginia, Omar, Ezekiel, Emerson, and even Alejandro. You stand on the threshold of mysteries that have eluded your race since it's first crawled from the mud. You have peered into the hidden corners of existence, trembling at the shadows you found lurking there, and yet here you remain. How admirable! How deliciously naive! What does each of your hearts desire the most? Bessie?
To get out of here alive.
He points at Bessie, like, what does your heart desire the most?
Okay. Hang on. I was not expecting this question.
If anybody else is
and
ready,
I'm-
you can answer
and I'm
instead of
speaking-
Bessie.
I'm
and I'm-
ready.
Well, I'm actually speaking out loud.
Okay.
And if I say exactly that, all your petrified, beautiful highness,
Gorgeousness. Yeah.
gorgeousness, magnificence, thingam. Could you please circle back to me in a minute? And I point at whoever is raising their hand.
Oh,
Knowledge.
so he
I
looks
want
over
knowledge.
He looks over at. Oh, Emerson. You say knowledge. Alejandro.
I take out my gun and I drop it on the floor and I drop to my knees and my hands and I say, Master and Great One, I have long walked this earth in search of a true deity to worship, and finally I have found him. Please bestow me with your blessing, and I will serve you as a devout, faithful servant for all of eternity. Grant me your wisdom and power and strength, and I will follow you and worship you until the ends of time. And I rip open my shirt like Superman, but I don't have an S. It's just a
Yes,
super
but he
hairy
says,
chest.
but he looks at you and says, "But what does your heart desire, human?"
I roll my eyes.
I desire only to share in the strength of the great immortal ones of this universe. Share your strength, your power, and your glory with me. I seek only to serve the greatest ones.
And I start getting impatient with him.
Yeah,
Hey, it's
I
not your
think.
turn.
I think even
That's like 3 things.
You didn't really answer the question.
I don't feel like okay.
So
hold on.
he looks over at Bessie.
Hold on.
Or
I'm gonna
if
call
Bessie
it
doesn't know-
quarry on this one. I'm gonna call it quarry for the other DMs. I feel like I answered very specifically. The other DMs, what do you say?
Is
And I
it
will
that you
stand
wanna
by the
follow-
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, like you
We-
didn't say
we
what your
usually
heart
are DMs
desires.
to Dungeons and Dragons. This is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different game system, so that's at Amerison's discretion.
You didn't actually say what your heart desires the most.
My
Other than
heart
maybe you want to
desires
follow
to
him.
follow. My heart desires to follow the strongest, greatest, most immortal, most powerful force that I've ever witnessed in this universe.
Okay,
That's my
Virginia.
heart's desire.
You just want to follow?
Yeah, well, that's hey,
Hey.
don't
Stay in
yuck
his
his
grave.
don't yuck his
He's a
yum.
god.
Yeah.
You
Virginia.
know what? Who do you
We
follow?
don't know if he's a god. Hang on.
Yeah.
Who do you
We
follow?
don't know. Yeah.
Jesus.
Your
Virginia?
turn's over. Your
Your
turn's
turns
over.
over. It's Virginia's now.
It is.
Citra, are you there?
Yes.
She's thinking. This is a hard question.
Yeah. My heart desires to live.
And you said it with a convincing crack.
I know, like Omar.
I reach over to Alejandro and slap him across the face and pull the cross from my part. And
Good job.
yeah, yes.
I know that the exorcism
Fucking
is in order.
Omar.
The Jesus
Definitely.
fandom is wild.
Yes, nice, Omar. Nice, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Somebody
feel
wish
like
for a
I'm being
chupacabra.
a little bit biased here.
Chupacabra, that is wild, dude.
No, it's not the chupacabra. Ezekiel.
I just slapped him across. Why this time?
I wish to. What I desire the most is to be able to leave this place with my life intact.
Okay, Bessie, you
And
are
if
now
not,
the last
that's not
one.
possible to keep my wits.
Your preciousnness. I don't think we've been
Good time.
properly introduced. I know that you know me. As you said, I am Bessie. Who are you exactly?
Oh boy.
I will tell you
That's
who
like
I am when
talking
you
to the
tell
judge.
me that your heart's desire.
But it's such
I
a
bet you
difficult.
This is Nyarlathotep or the whatever the fuck his name is.
It is Menhotep.
No, Nyarlathotep.
No. You don't know that yet, Bessie. But you can.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that's what he said.
Oh no, I'm just making an inference.
No, this is an OOC
But-
thing. Yeah.
Listen, you wrapped up timeless beauty.
Laterally will get you.
Is that
everywhere.
I'm thinking or like
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
she really likes
It's
it.
interesting. Yeah.
She's into so many weird things. I mean, probably.
Listen, it's just that it's such a difficult question. How about this? How about, first of all, I'm only making this wish because you're asking, and I'm respectful of you, and I'm going to answer. However, this does not grant you permission to have any kind of undisclosed caveat or strings attached to this wish. So if that's the case,
dealing with
then
fairies.
you
cannot negotiate with this
But-
demon.
but-
I want nothing
Hey,
from
you
you.
know what?
Look,
Look, you're
excuse me.
spitting
Excuse
sexy
me.
words. I'm aroused. You're being
But-
hot right
excuse
now.
me.
Ew, ew, ew,
Yeah.
ew,
No,
ew,
I
By the way-
I'm yucking your yum.
I don't mean that in a weird way. I
By
mean
the
it in a
way,
cool way.
excuse me. By the way, as a mortician myself, I just want to let you know that your embalming and your wrapping job is flawless. Flawless.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Whoever did this was amazing. But anyway, going back to the matter at hand, you eternal, intriguing, gorgeousness.
Oh yeah, keep going.
If there's no strings attached, my deepest heart desire would be to know how to achieve my deepest heart desire.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
kind
am
of
the
a
Black
loaded
Pharaoh.
answer.
Why you gotta be black, bro?
Yeah, now you know.
I know. I
Shit,
am
he's
also-
invisible. I don't see
Yeah.
color. I can't
Yeah.
find him, guys.
Here's the thing,
I am the
guys.
Black
Look,
Pharaoh, and I am
Pharaohs
known
matter,
as
okay?
Nyarlathotep. I bring you boon, an escape from the shackles of your ignorance. Accept my guidance, and you shall see the truths that lie beyond the paper-thin veil you call reality. I will give each of you what you desire. Of course, my gifts are not freely given. Enlightenment comes as a double-edged blade, cutting as deep as it reveals. That which you discover under me will be burnt away, your illusions forever. Are you prepared for that final dawn, where the cold light of absolute truth turns your old world ash? Be
I
warned.
accept your.
Once your eyes are open, there is no unseeing. Should you resolve falter, or your courage fail, you will find only madness in the revelation wake. Do you step forward, or flee
I
back
accept-
from your comforting delusions? By all
I
means,
accept your
decide
terms
quickly.
completely. My lord, I accept your terms completely, and I thank you for your gift and your boon. And
So you guys
take off
see,
what's
you
left
guys
of my
see.
shirt. I walk forward
Yeah.
and go on my
Flynn.
knees.
Hold on, you guys see that the fist comes forward as Alejandro truly believes and gives in to the Black Pharaoh, and the fist clenches, and you see Alejandro's body crush, and his bones and legs fold into itself and crunch,
Shut
and
up,
you hear
shut
the
up. We keep
cracking,
going.
and Alejandro's like screaming, "Oh no!" And like he becomes like a ball of black dirt that falls to the ground, and he says, "Ha ha ha! My wonderful children, what about the rest of you?"
I just wanna live, honestly. God's honest.
I bow and I say, please remember that I did explain that if there was strings attached, our contract was null and void. Your Highness.
I want nothing from this demon.
So I'm gonna pass.
La
I'm gonna
Virgen
pass.
Maria.
You're gonna pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna pass on the
looks
broom.
he looks at Virginia.
Huh?
What? Hold
What?
on, I think maybe Virginia was sleeping.
No,
What do you
not
say?
yet.
No, she said,
I already told him I don't want him. I don't want owe him any favors.
You're like, no. You're like, so you basically deny his.
Yes, there's nothing that I want badly enough that I can't get for myself.
So Bessie, Virginia, what about Omar?
I want nothing from this demon.
Yeah, I know Omar. Okay.
Get away from me.
Ezekiel, what are you doing? Are you turning him away?
I just wanna be able to leave with my life. So I'm gonna decline graciously.
Emerson, Bessie has turned him away.
Emerson hesitantly looks at the group, looks around, looks back at the mummy, looks at the pile of dirt
Alejandro
on the
is no
floor.
longer standing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. And says to the mummy, were I to ask for knowledge of the occult and the world and the boundaries, what would the cost be?
I will show you everything like I have to your friend Alejandro.
Will I cease to exist in this realm like he did?
You will become immortal.
I no longer wish to know.
You bastards! Turned your back on me, have you? Cling tightly to your self-righteous illusions and hollow mortal pride. How amusing. Know that you have only sharpened your suffering. You saw a corner of truth and dared think it could be dismissed from me, Nyarlathotep? But the horror you have tasted is only a drop in an ocean of what lies beyond your sight. And you guys see this like flash of what happened to the Carlisle expedition in Africa. And there's sort of these like Kenyan bearers that pass between tents of the expedition as leaders are talking in low voices and all is calm and orderly. And then suddenly the air splits with a shriek of colossal winged serpents that fly down. And you guys know these winged serpents. You fought them twice before. And from the sky, their ghoulish figures crawl out from the earth. They join a hideously twisted column of black slime. And the encampment erupts in a storm of blood-curdling screams and indescribable carnage of bodies flying and pieces and parts. And the Carlisle expedition being torn to shreds.
Oh dear.
And you guys are actually like you experience like it, you're standing, except Alejandro, you experience it like you're standing there. And then he comes back and says, your world teeters on the brink. Each breath you draw brings you closer to the moment where you beg for a fraction of the power that I offered you. And I gave to Alejandro. He is the smart one. When the laws of your flesh and spirit falter in the face of cosmic truth, where will you turn for your deliverance? Unless you can be at all three places at once, you have no hope of stopping what I am bringing. Pretend this meeting has no hold for your future. I will observe, and I will wait, and when we next meet, you shall have learned far better the depths of your frailty. Perhaps then you will kneel at my feet like Alejandro did. And he kind of like, poof, disappears. Alejandro, for the next session, I would like you to roll up another character.
Oh my god!
Mine.
We don't know he's gone. He's just going to be the new baddie.
He's going to be the new dude, yeah.
Oh my god!
We don't know that all. I feel like I should get a benefit.
Yeah, you get the gullible trait. You must do everything
Yes.
anyone suggests.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Okay, so
I agree.
Does anybody have?
And hold on, Alejandro.
I'm definitely going
first,
to-
wait.
first, I want Alejandro. I'm sorry, I want Omar.
Yes.
I want you to add 30 health to your character. 30 luck to your character.
Oh, wow.
At the very beginning, Omar was like, I beseech you, get behind me, Satan, get behind me. He was like, fuck this guy. I do not know. I'm not part of this. A bunch of you answered what your desires were, but then turned it down. But at the very beginning, Omar said, fuck this shit. I am not part of this. I turned this down. So he's going to get a 30 luck
Even
plus.
seeing what
Okay,
happened,
hold
I was
on.
tempted, man.
Alejandro actually expressed his genuine desire. I mean, I don't feel
He
like,
did.
you know,
He did. And you
Yeah.
got your
Hey.
desire.
You did.
You are
you
now part of
freaking did
Nyarlathotep.
yeah. You did a
So
deal
you
with
know
the
you know
devil.
the saying, right? For every cloud, a silver lining. Alejandro, now you don't have to worry about the clap.
Yep.
oh,
That is
okay,
true.
I
Your
guess,
clap is gone.
uh,
Your clap is gone. Yes, this is
you
true.
do need
Cured of the clap. You got cured of
Oh,
the
what the-
I guess I
condition.
got cured.
Listen,
You know what it was?
Chlamydia.
You got turned
don't
into
have
the
chlamydia.
essence of your soul. A
Okay,
pile
so-
of dirt.
You did.
Don't,
Yeah.
I do,
okay, so don't close this session when you log off, because I'm gonna re-roll my character now, and I may have a question or two because I don't remember all the re-rolling. So
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to do that tonight, but I will
okay,
because we're not playing.
I do
We're
have
not
one
playing
more
for a few
thing.
weeks after this.
Before we
Alright.
stop,
Yeah.
I do go investigate the ashes of the formerly known as.
They're not ashes,
Does
Uh,
it's
anybody have a
dirt.
dustpan?
It is
literally-
formerly
yeah.
known as Alejandro.
Yeah,
the
formerly known
ashes
as
formerly
Alejandro.
known as Alejandro.
There is a
Wow.
dustpan of what Alejandro used to be. Like all of his equipment, all of his inventory, except what's laying in the ashes
The girdle.
is a girdle. Yes.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
I take the girdle.
I already have one of the magical items. I don't want to touch it. I don't want them to be near each other. So I point at it, and somebody that doesn't have the necklace or the crown should carry it.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna make
Okay.
Malejandro Montemayor. Wow. I
Yeah.
feel like I was following my heart and I got punished for it. Like,
Dude,
that's just-
There's a
Yes.
life lesson in that.
You're
Alejandro.
always
There is a
on
lesson
it
in
We're-
that. Yes.
for
What-
making-
Remember how we were
What are
talking
we
about
playing?
your
Do you know
issue
what game we're playing?
is self-control and
No.
Yeah.
listening to others.
And he
Impulse
totally
control.
said- He
Were
totally said that
everywhere.
he was
Have
going to
you-
get something in return.
Have you read a single Lovecraft novel? I'm just
Yes.
asking.
I know.
Yeah.
No, he probably
Or
has
even
not.
like
no.
Snow Crash, there's a character called Raven, and tattooed across his head is poor impulse control as a warning to everybody else.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've seen a few movies. and
Now
read
at least
novellas.
Alejandro gets to play a different character.
Oh,
It'll really be the same character with a different.
Yeah.
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 Well, maybe he'll pick
Be a
something
different
else.
actor.
Maybe he'll
To
pick
be
something
fair,
that he'll actually.
I
Yeah.
think Locantis still thinks that this is D&D, and that we can take
Yeah.
any hit.
Yeah. No, this is
Well,
not. This is a whole different world.
No, I really was following
Wow.
my heart's desire here. And
Well, now you
I
know you
feel
were
like-
kind of evil because your heart.
You
You
Yeah.
followed
made a
your
deal
heart's desire, and we got
with a demon.
ours.
So as this-
Ooh!
Back
What
over,
am
back
I going to do with this coupon? What am I going to do with this 5%
I
coupon
know
that
the
I
coupon
have?
is gone.
Yeah, that's the
I
main
mean-
question, right?
What are you gonna do without your coupons now?
Okay, I
mean,
would like
that-
everybody but Alejandro to roll an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Oh, you mean because I'm dead?
Yes.
You may,
yeah.
that could be it. That could be
That-
it.
Well, because you're
that's probably
transformed
it.
into dirt.
mean, yeah.
You are dead. Like you're
Hell yeah.
beyond dead. Actually, you're not
I am.
dead. You're part of Nyarlathotep's
Army.
army.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
like
you've
been-
that's still
We might fight you
playable.
someday.
Yeah, dude, you might
That's
show up and
still-
fight your fellow
Yeah, that's-
persons. Yeah, at some
that's
point.
Well, no, it's
still
you by the mustache.
Yep, yep.
playable.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I
Oh,
think
my
he's.
mustache is gone.
Okay, so
Regular
Ezekiel's
success.
the one that made the best success. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to everything that I said, but I know one thing that you need to know and know
Read.
that one line is very important. And that
Be in three
Ezekiel
places at once.
Ezekiel turns to the rest of you and goes, "Guys, did you realize he said something about unless you can be at 3 places at once, you have
Yep, I
no
remember
hope
that.
of stopping the inevitable?"
Got my attention.
Yeah,
I did notice that.
Pretty much what I wanted.
And
to
I
do,
will
but,
say-
What
Save it
3
here.
places do you think he meant?
Ain't that a bitch?
There we go. All right, that's it for the game tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream or later on. We're a little bit chaotic, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.